Greetings and welcome, everyone, to episode 22 of Cave of Yettis. We last left our heroes after a long rest in the base of Raluk. Our heroes awaken, and they may go where they wish, but before they leave, Raluk and gang wish to question you. So you guys want to prepare and do what you want. By the way, you guys have your special spell slots back, all your regular spell slots, you guys are healed to full. Heard her people, took care of you guys entirely, so any ailments, all gone.
Sweet.
Real quick,
Herpes are gone? A cancer?
I'm God!
Damn it. You said that you did not want us to be like where we have to train to use our special power, right?
Basically, your special power, just use it, as long as you're not completely ignoring it. Like I said, I'm not going to penalize you if you forget to use it one episode.
I mean, you don't want us to be like, okay, we have a little free time, I sit there and try and work on, like, time control.
I won't be against it. So,
Damn, okay.
If you're like, you know, we have some spare time, I had 2 slots, I know I'm getting them back, you might not. I could say, you know, for some reason they did not regenerate. You might not, but I'm actually totally okay with you guys, the weird special power you have, since you don't understand it, your character has no idea what the hell it is. I'm okay with you're like, you know what, I didn't use it in that last fight because I forgot to. My character, before he sleeps, decides to mess with, you know, his ability and his power and whatnot. Just roll a d20 or something to see, like, you know, if he understands it. Maybe we'll check a wisdom check or something, depending on what the power is. So you guys are totally welcome to mess with the power in any way you want, with the assumption it's going to come back. It might not, for unknown reasons, but that's okay.
I have a perfect idea for mine.
Yeah, I guess the point is you won't be penalized for, like, not using. So if everyone uses their power and Kerrigan doesn't, I'm not going to be like, well, you didn't use yours in episode 37, so by episode 50, everyone's much stronger than you. It's like, well, that's horseshit, but okay. So don't worry, you're good.
I just didn't know if you want us, like, in downtime to be like, I want to work on it, and you can be like, wow, all of a sudden you can get a little bit better with it.
Yeah, like like I said, if it's part of your character. If you remember to use it and you get, you know, the more creative you get with it, the better. I'm not really. So far, you guys have all been fairly creative individually, so I'm not judging anyone like harshly. It's like, well, you're not using yours in a smart way, so you know you're falling behind. Because I don't want to I want you guys to have to rack your brain to okay, what do you want me to say to make this power strong? I want you guys to just use it, not worry too much about it. There's no marks against you if you miss it, or if you miss a roll, it's okay. Basically, the more you use it, I'll give you more spell slots. Bigger things will cost less spell slots, and
Yeah, they will.
yeah. So it's like, hey, I'm gonna move this rock with whatever this ability is. I'll have the shadow push this boulder out of the way. Now it costs 3 slots. In the future, you just fling that sucker and it costs 1. Heck, maybe you're so good at it, it costs nothing. So
Sweet. So guys, next time we have some downtime, I got a plan.
EXP grind.
Where are the
I
boars
got
at?
a plan. Where are the wildlands at? Alright. Yeah, that was just my question. I didn't know if you want us to be like the only way they're going to get stronger is if we're doing downtime with
No,
them.
I'm keeping track of you guys using them as long as you don't forget they exist. If you don't use yours for 8 episodes and everyone else is blasting magic everywhere and you're sitting there oh yeah, I guess I can move metal or something, you're going to be behind, and I'll make sure I leave a note on that. Otherwise, you're good. As long as you guys have been using them every episode because you guys are excited to use them. It's not oh, my power's dumb. So the smarter you are with it, you'll find I am more willing to your interpretation of the spell than you probably think. So just keep that in mind. I'm not no, in my mind it does this. I don't care what it does. It's your spell. If you say, I want it to basically just do this, so I'm going to focus on this weird ability, I'm going to fail until it works. I'm like, you know what? Go for it. So.
Dope. Alright. That's the only question I had.
Alright, so that's essentially how that works. Do you guys want to do anything before you head over to Raluk's group and head out, or?
You had something in mind for us to do, right?
Yeah, so you guys are in the barracks. If you choose to leave the barracks, her group is ready to confront you.
Yeah, I don't think we didn't have anything in there.
No.
I remember.
You can't miss
As far
Chaz.
as I can remember.
Oh, is Chaz in the barracks?
Chaz is everywhere. No, I'm kidding.
Don't.
He's not
You
with
really
you.
want to open up that can of worms?
He's not with
again?
you right now.
Hey man, I'm looking
They're
out for
not-
our druid.
Thin ice right now.
Alrighty.
Yeah, let's go. Let's talk to Raluk.
Alright, so you guys wake up. You feel really refreshed. When you head over to, you leave the barracks, you head over to the main area, you find that the barracks were actually connected to that main hallway. Not the main hallway, sorry, the little amphitheater where you guys actually fought, Raluk and all of her men. You see all of them discussing something. They look still kind of ripping and ready to go. They all sort of turn to you, and she waves you guys over. You see her, and to her right, you have Ventus. To her left, you have Aspire. They all kind of wave to you, and the men that were discussing something with her group all kind of walk off. All three figures turn to you guys, and sort of nods her head. Good morning, good morning. I hope your rest was well.
Quite fine. Dandy.
Excellent, excellent. I do feel like we need to go over a few things so you understand the weight of the situation before you leave.
Sure.
First off, I don't want any of you to feel slighted by my test yesterday. You see, Aspire and Ventus were both ready for war, if you will. We spent some time before you arrived preparing for combat, actually. Aspire kind of folds his arms and smiles. He sort of looks at Altera and sort of looks at the rest of you guys and kind of he seems pretty proud. Aspire.
I mean, I don't want to boast on behalf of Alcus and I, but we're pretty badass.
Oh, you did wonderful.
So I'm just a little confused on what the fuck that guy actually is.
Aspire, I cannot speak for him, but I can say the magics he possesses, along with the magics that I possess, well, let's say, rose the defense against any negative attacks, magics, physical, basically anything. We were prepared for combat, if you want to think of it that way. We were...
so it's just
We're
really
always
buffed. Prepared for combat.
Your dwarf was grumbling. I feel like there was words there, maybe?
I was just saying, you know.
Seems like he's
You just
prepared
buffed-
for
Yeah, you just uber buffed a guy.
an ancient dragon.
Effectively, yes.
gotcha.
The reason you were unable to hit Ventus and Aspire was essentially because they were overbuffed, as you put it. Yes. We were not a few minutes off of actually leaving. You're good. Leaving for war, essentially. As I said,
Yes, I remember.
yes, the king would not listen, so we were quite literally about to take the port town of Tanu. So you effectively stopped us.
In hindsight, I would have gladly gone with you.
Yeah, interesting timing all the same. As I said, I'd rather not hurt our people if I could. Question.
Oh, that was the reason. True.
Yes, question for you, Kerrigan. I noticed you had a very interesting fighting style. While your friends, your mage friends, were interested in throwing fire and ice balls of the sort, and your melee friends were very rough and tumble, go get 'em. You played very defensively.
Well, you know, I saw that they weren't really hitting you, or sorry, not you, but your men, and I thought I'd let it try something new. My goal was to impede you from hitting me, not knock you down.
She sort of smiles at that, runs her fingers through her short gray hair. Honestly, I was impressed, Kerrigan. I was expecting effectively what I was trying to do. I thought you tried to outdo me, so kudos to you, friend. Honestly,
Thank you.
honestly impressed. Very, very smart. I didn't want to release the beast, if you will. So I could definitely respect your way of fighting. To our mages, Ventus just wanted to let you know that neither of you should feel bad. As I said, we were prepared. So the fact that your spells missed, you clearly weren't ready for his combat style, which is entirely fair. I set it up for you to lose, actually. As I said, we did not expect you to win. The deck was stacked against you.
Oh, yes, I noticed.
Yes. So, as I said, there's no hard feelings whatsoever. The fact that you did as well as you did, and, well, threw in the towel, but it's all right. It's all right. Do not worry.
without even thinking about it.
You surrender, yes.
Do you? Yes.
Always.
Right
I'm glad
now.
you finally asked. So yes, I just wanted to let your group know that our group was essentially over-prepared. And she sort of turns to this table they were working on. Vintus sort of pushes a bag towards you guys. We have something for you, actually. Well, for your attack. As you told me, I found this very interesting. We had 2 leads. Our first was the man in the mines, but it sounds like you already took care of that. The other is a hooded figure that I'll need you to follow. To my knowledge, he is in control of the laboratory. The one positioned somewhere under the castle. I think we'll know where to find it. If you're able to get into the castle town of Orzammir, you shouldn't have too much of an issue finding him. But yes, take these. She motions toward this bag. Raluk sort of shifts a little closer to you guys and opens this bag slowly, and you can see inside there are these weird kind of opaque-looking glass orbs. They have this strange, viscous, green-yellow fluid floating around in them. And he kind of carefully closes the bag, and you can see there's exactly 5 of them. And she motions and motions to you guys. These are yours. Now, what these do, I'm sure you're interested. First off,
Very.
please be very, very careful with them. We just recently came to development that allowed us to create these. Now, what these will do, I find most intriguing, is separate the connection between the element and the machine.
Oh.
Yes.
So it kind of frees the soul?
Yes, exactly.
Permanently?
I'm hoping permanently, yes. We were planning on using these. I only have a few. I can afford to give you 5. We were planning on using these to essentially take over without too much of a struggle. I'm sure you're aware they all use the same technology for both defense and offense. Town guard, old weapons, things of that nature. Of course, we won't be putting lights out and small cleaning machines, but you have to work on those all the same. These are meant, essentially, to make your lives easier, in case you run into anything that, you're not willing to fight or don't have time for.
Just, do they have to drink it?
No. Considering you'd be throwing it against some sort of metal machination, they don't drink.
I know we're fighting.
I had
I
a
know
really
we're
fun
fighting right
grappling
now.
idea in my future.
It's a good
I
question.
know we're fighting, but you got to try this wine I have.
Please, if you're wondering if you should drink it, the answer is no. Please do not drink this. They are intended to be used as a throwing weapon. You essentially throw this at your target. The fluid should seep into it. The way it's designed, essentially, it will seek out the element and free it. It will essentially pull it loose from whatever machination it is bound to.
Interesting.
What if it was used on a normal person?
On a person, it shouldn't do anything unless it doesn't necessarily rend the soul. Instead, it removes the element that would be bound to, whatever the machine may be. That is the intention. If you threw it at somebody, I don't think it would do anything. Although I've not.
Like, can we rip someone's soul out?
I'm hoping it wouldn't. That wouldn't happen.
Would it take the stone from we dwarves?
What?
Would it take the stone from dwarves?
Not sure what you mean by that
Stone?
exactly.
We are made of stone. Partly.
Let's put
Can I
it this way.
give I give you the most disapproving look.
I whisper.
And you've
I
seen my
whisper.
cock.
I whisper. There might be a stone in his brain.
It's a Duma.
If that's what you mean, can't assist you. But all the same, they're yours, friend. Other than that, I don't really believe there's anything else I have for you.
Thank you. Sounds like a plan. Where can we find this hooded man?
He, from the knowledge we've gathered, should be in the city of Orzammir. We believe he hangs near a man of power, the one you mentioned before, Anus, as you so.
Anus.
Yes, I remember.
That man.
Could not forget the man Anus. I do know who you speak of. I've seen him hanging around him. Infrequently.
Oh,
Hmm?
Did we see him? We saw him coming out of the thing, right? Out of character. Everybody else.
Do you mean the
Yeah,
meeting
we
hall
saw
with your
him,
brother?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
So I've seen
You
him
gotta use your
hang.
words a little better, Jordan.
What?
You gotta use your words a little better.
The
Oh
thing.
yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
The thing, guys. The thing. Everyone
thing,
knows
the
the
thing.
thing. All right, Jesus.
And the guy in the thing. Yeah.
The kind of thing, my god. So yes, he hangs near this man, Sages, and I've also seen him loitering around the local church.
To the church.
So if you head back to Orzammir, you should be just fine. Other than that, there is one thing I can afford to give you. As I said, we were preparing for war, and well, one of us is more than eager to help. She motions to Ventus, and he sort of taps his cane against the floor. Lady, gentlemen, if you don't mind, I would love to assist.
We will take any help we can get.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially by someone who just bested our two best.
Excellent, good show.
Hey, you still buffed up, Ventus?
As buffed up as I can be, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Welcome aboard.
he holds his hand out to shake yours.
I extend mine.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Well, you're not getting paid, I don't believe. At least not by me.
Nope.
Maybe later.
This is personal, so I am being paid another way.
Ah, the best kind of way.
Oh yeah.
So after
Like
that,
an
you see
uncomfortable
you haven't really noticed, but while you're conversing with those two, you notice the spire kind of poofed. He's not really there anymore. Suddenly, Altera, you feel a presence next to you, and he sort of bumps your shoulder with his.
I jump, screech, and clutch at my chest in terror.
Ah, hello. Sorry. Altera, was it?
Yes.
Yes. Hi. Do I? He's a bit taller than you. He's about not a full foot taller, but he's getting there because your character's fairly short. Yes.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
very sure.
He's leaning over you, kind of leaning down towards you. Do I know you?
No, I don't think so.
You sure we've not met before? You seem so familiar. I can't place it.
No. I have no idea.
Where are you from?
Village in the middle of nowhere?
That's not very specific.
Well, it's kind of a secret.
It's a secret.
Well,
Listen, Ventus, we've been with her for like
It's
half
a secret.
Still don't know.
Oh.
She's very tight-lipped.
Well,
we were guarding very special relics, okay? And, yeah, my village is gone now, so it doesn't matter anymore.
oh, what a shame. What? Do you want to talk about it? What are the relics of? Anything? I feel some weird connection to you. I don't know what it is. I feel like
Well-
I want to help you in some way.
I could certainly use some help. The first relic was a sword. It was blessed by the moon goddess.
His eyes light up at that. Oh.
Yes. And the second one was an orb of power blessed by the sun god.
He tilts his head and kind of smiles. Interesting.
I don't suppose you've seen one of them, have you?
Unfortunately, I have not.
Darn it.
When you say blessed, do you refer to the original two,
Yes.
as in the old gods?
Yes.
Your people are aware of their existence and worship them?
They've worshipped them for ages.
Interesting. Well, I do feel we have a much deeper connection than I initially thought. Wonderful. If I'm able to find either of these, you'll be the first to know.
Oh, please, thank you.
Oh, you're quite welcome, Altera. He kind of smiles and winks at you.
Like seductively?
Not seductively, kind of just like a friendly wink. It's not like a hey baby, it's just like a, what's up, wink.
Okay.
He smiles and sort of backs off. He can feel the gaze of Raluk. She's wearing a band around her eyes, so she can't she's physically looking at him, but he can feel her, what would be eyes, drilling the back of his head. For some reason, she's aware of the situation, even though she looks like she's blindfolded. She's entirely aware of the situation. She sort of looks his way and looks back to you guys. Scratches the back of her head. Well then, if there's anything else you need. Eyes Aspire again. He kind of shrugs and starts walking to one of the back rooms. Just let me know. Otherwise, you and Ventus can be on your way.
Away!
Excellent. Alrighty.
Oh wait, did we ever ask him what he was?
Yeah, he didn't say. None of them will
okay.
say. Remember that.
Yeah,
They're just dudes that got buffed.
They don't know. If you were wondering, she said that he thinks he's, because you guys had asked, you're like, what the hell was that guy? Last time, she said she doesn't know, but he just joined them recently and is a favor to their cause.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a plant.
He's a what?
He's a plant.
Oh,
Okay.
plant. I thought
Yeah,
you were
not
talking
like
like an actual like.
No, he's not a. He's
a
not
bush.
fauna and/or flora.
I thought you literally meant a plant. Okay.
He's a insurgent.
Okay. Hey.
Or he could be a plant. Write that in. That'd be really cool.
Okay. Aspire is a plant, like an actual plant. That is canon.
Beautiful.
Alright. So you guys head out and start to leave Raluk's base. As you were leaving, you hear an excited Chaz kind of from like the background. He's like waving really hard as you guys are leaving. Oh, good luck, guys! Good luck.
No.
Thank you.
Right before you guys start responding, since there's like a really long trail of silence, he starts waving slower, like they didn't hear me. But Altera, you just raise his spirits again, so he waves with both hands at you.
Bye.
Later, guys. Have a good one.
I like him.
Really shouldn't leave him on, guys.
Always remember you, Chaz.
Always remember you, August. You're the best. All
We
right.
need someone to.
Someone to
What was that, Kerrigan?
Oh, I mean, if we need someone to sacrifice, I have someone in mind.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, you know, for the good of the cause.
For the greater
Good.
good.
Young Chaz shall hold a very high seat at my court one day, in remembrance of his great deeds.
Oh my god. Alrighty. So, you guys, with the assistance of Ventus and a few others, are able to leave the base. As you were originally showed, they try to kind of hide the entrance. It blends in very well with leaves and dirt and just rocks in general. If you guys were to turn around, you would not see the entrance you guys walked up. So as you guys leave the hallway of dirt and stone, they seal the entrance behind you with fauna, dirt, stone, and the like. And you guys begin your semi-long trek back to the town of Tunnel, the port town. You guys get there, and everything looks the same. The group that Chaz is part of is gone. It looks like they've stopped for now. They're essentially banking on you guys bringing to light what they think is in this lab. They feel this will help their cause, and maybe the king will listen. So essentially the task she's given you guys is find some sort of proof or something to bring forth their cause. Otherwise, we're resorting to violence. So hopefully,
Well, we also need to figure out what happened with your mom.
Yeah.
There's also
yeah.
that.
Which it dawned on me that not once in like the past 2 episodes did I actually ask where my mother is. That dawned on me driving home today.
Wait, why?
It's 'cause you're a bad son.
You're saying she's still alive?
No,
That's
she's
what-
dead.
That's what my brother's saying.
Oh fuck.
Did he say that?
No.
No, your mom died. He said that your mom died of
Yeah, she-
natural causes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when
Oh, shit. Okay.
yeah, you accused him of killing her, he said no, she died of natural
Oh, she
causes.
died of natural causes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you left. But
Okay.
Yeah.
That was. I was so confused. I was like, how in the world did I not ask that? But that makes sense. Because
yeah, makes
she
sense,
died of
exactly.
natural causes.
yeah, so he thinks she died of natural causes, and you bailed. You say that he killed her, you saw it,
Yes.
and then he exiled you.
Yes.
So, from his perspective, you're gone for months or years or however long it was, and then you come back claiming that he killed your mother and exiled you, so your brother's not very happy with you right now.
Yeah.
He probably thinks
Nor
you're like
I with him.
some crackhead or something.
True.
So from his perspective, you look like a nutter, but that is all easily resolved, hopefully.
Yeah. Also, I assume that we're taking one robot juice apiece.
If you wish. Who's going to hold on to the satchel, unless you guys want to divvy those out now?
I mean, I think it's one of those decisions that we shouldn't just throw them around willy-nilly. So maybe one person with that level head.
Do any of us have a level head?
Cromwell!
Okay.
Yeah, Cromwell, you grab him.
I mean, also the melees are going to probably need it more because you'll be able to not have to throw it as far.
Yeah.
So
That's
you and I forgot your character's name.
Who?
Carry him?
Yeah, carry him. Yeah.
It's on the screen, bro.
I like completely brain farted.
Thanks, man.
I feel like you're missing a good pun. You should be yelling out, "I carry them."
I carry him. Oh,
That's so bad. Get out.
Just some of the humor you could expect. from what
I thought
believe.
you were going to say, here you go, you carry him. But
Oh, that's pretty good too.
anyway.
Yeah, you can take it.
Yeah, by good you mean horrendously bad. I consider that good though. Anyway, so if you guys wish to just mosey on over back to Orzammir, you are more than welcome. You can ask. Yashiro's waiting in town for you. He's waiting at the pub. He's just kind of chilling. You guys took his horses to get here, or you guys can take those weird car contraptions back. Your choice.
I say let's take the horses back to Yoshiro. See if he has anything to say.
Okay. You guys.
Right.
To Yoshiro.
Yoshiro.
Yeah, we can check it out.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. You guys are just gonna pick him up and basically. So I'll ask this real quick. Do you guys just want a montage to Orzammir, essentially?
Or to
Yeah,
wherever Yoshiro is.
I don't think we have anything like that we need to buy or pick up or
Yeah. So my
check
general
out beforehand.
my general question is like I don't want to rush you guys. I don't like forcing a montage, so I can nix the descriptions if you're like, nah, let's just get there.
What, like of the town?
I mean, if you guys go to pick up Yashiro, I can be like, all right, so you enter the pub and like all this shit, and you guys are like, holy shit, let's just pick him up and go. So if you guys just want to be there,
No, I'm always down for montages unless it's like something.
I don't mind description. If you're like,
yeah.
if you have something unique, then I always like seeing the world fleshed out. So it's up to you.
Like world flesh.
Yep. Tastes delicious, sweet on my lips.
ain't nothing wrong with
Yeah, I would
flesh.
say if it's like important and fun, then yeah. If it's just we don't know what to do. And
Yeah,
you're
because
just
we've been to the pub a couple times, right?
Yeah, you have.
It's
Yeah.
the clearing one where you start a brawl.
That was the one in
Tried to
Orzammir.
start a brawl.
That was the one in Orzammir.
It's more of a
Yeah, but
one-sided fight. but...
This pub is when you ran into Cedric.
the
okay.
entertainer.
Technically,
Yeah, I mean the flute guy.
Flute Man, yeah,
The bard of untold power.
yeah. So
If he's still there too. Yeah, I'm down to like let's explore it, dude. 'Cause if
Lead
he's
the
still
way.
there-
okay.
Yeah.
So you guys head into the pub. You hear the same music from last time, the one that Cedric was not a fan of. You're sort of just, you come in. It's real lax, just as lax as the other one. Like I said, this is not the type of pub you guys are used to. This feels more like a modern day coffee shop. So this feels like, except with alcohol. Everyone's real chill. There's that really strange, smooth music coming from this oddly shaped metal instrument up front. Same kid, playing the same music, and you see Yashiro kind of sitting off to the side, listening, kind of entranced by it. The barkeep turns and waves to you guys as, "Aha! Welcome, friends. I see you returned."
Indeed. I would like a mead, please.
Of course. Yashiro turns and waves you guys down. And the barkeep assists you guys with your drinks and such as you sit with Yashiro. Sort of leans back, and he's already not deep in drink, but he's drinking something from a somewhat smaller glass. It looks to be more of like a liquor rather than a mead or beer or anything. Turns to you guys, says, "Well, did you find anything out?"
We found a lot out, actually.
Do you wish to
And,
share the info on the way, or?
see if we could do it here. Some drinks,
Okay, I can just order the mead.
loosen the throat.
Sounds good to me. So you can tell he's been drinking for a little while. He sort of leans back and takes another swig of his drink and sort of puts it on the table. Well, I've got time if you've got time.
Cool.
So, I do have a question for you, Yashiro.
Sure, friend.
How did you get mixed up in all this?
He sort of smiles. What do you mean by all this? Exactly.
The red crystals, the mage man, this whole kingdom. Everyone seems to know you.
He sort of smiles at that. A true smile. It touches his eyes. He seems very happy for some weird reason. He looks into his drink and he kind of... He's probably been here for a little while, actually. The more you look at him, the more he seems a little tipsy. He sort of swirls the drink and looks over down at you, points his drink at you. Well, interesting you would ask. As I told you, I am a humble man, or I was at least, from a place you probably have not heard of, called Shun Hill. We are a small island to the east of here, actually. So I am far from home. I truly am. If I answer your question truly, you won't look at me strange, will you?
No.
Of course not.
Excellent, excellent. He takes another swig of his drink and kind of slides it across the table slowly. His eyes get serious for a moment as he looks over at your group. You see, my village elders tell me I was chosen to unite the world, to lead the world, to make things better. I don't know why I was chosen, but they said that a chance like this does not come up very frequently, specifically amongst our people. You see, we are more of a tribal community. He sort of motions to everything in this room, the automated lights, almost the metal, almost everything's metal and just clean and flat and sharp. You got the little cleaning robot zipping about the ground, cleaning up any mess you guys dragged in. All of this is so terribly foreign to me. I lived in a hut all of my childhood. I reached my teens, and our shamans, a vision came to them. I don't know much of it, but when I grew up, they told me it was a dark and terrible vision. Apparently, according to them, as I said, I am the chosen one to stop this horrible future, whatever it may be. These are smiles. I know it sounds slightly crazy, but once again, sounds odd, but
Horrible future.
Hmm?
Horrible future.
They see vague visions. I won't lie, there are what you call drugs involved. But I know. I usually don't share this with people, so please humor me if you will. This is not something we discuss with outsiders. We effectively never leave our small island. I am one of the only to actually leave and become this, what they would see as prosperous of heart, mind, wealth, of course, but we don't really value that quite as much as, you folk. But yes, apparently I am a chosen one, and oddly enough, things have just gone my way.
How long have you followed that god you serve?
Baracus?
Yeah.
Oh.
Balkus, you say?
Baracus. She is the goddess of war and protection. He sort of, his eyes kind of turn hazy for a second. Not sure? He turns to Altaira. Now that I think about it, she was not really anything we worshipped back in my hometown. In fact, we hardly believed in gods. We did, but wasn't something that was forced upon us. I'm not sure, honestly. There's something I just sort of came about. It felt right, you know? I met people, they shared their teachings with me. I shared the way I lived, they shared the way they lived. We learned from each other, and I feel I came out smarter. And ever since I left, like I said, everything's just gone my way. I've just gone with the flow. I've helped. I've done so much good. What they said must be true.
Okay.
He sort of shrugs at that. I know, it sounds odd to me as well. I wake up every day wondering if suddenly this horrible vision they witness will come true, but our world seems fine. They only gave me vague answers, unfortunately, whenever I asked. They, for some strange reason, didn't really seem keen on answering me. I was able to really get any info from them, honestly, besides the fact that I am the one to lead the future.
I don't find that strange at all. You are brimming with purpose.
He smiles at you. Thank you, Vulcus, thank you.
Consider my help at any point in time.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. If we can get
Hey,
your
Marcus,
kingdom back,
you
I
got
will.
a little brown on your nose there.
Hey, you might not understand, for I also am brimming with glorious purpose.
Brimming with some.
Hey, calm your tits there, Akari.
As you guys are discussing between yourselves, he sort of grabs his drink, he downs the rest of it and sort of leans back in his chair. Strange for some, yes. You, as I said, you don't need to believe me, but if you do wish to support me in any way, of course, you're more than welcome in my presence, friends. You've all been so helpful. Heck, I could ask you all the same. You seem to follow the same path I do. You right wrongs you see without any real reason. I mean, I'm sure there's some gain to be had, but you all seem like a good lot. I honestly feel blessed to have met you all.
We feel blessed as well.
Speaking for the group right there, but luckily I feel the same.
He kind of, after his little his little monologue there, he kind of leans back and just kind of watches the kid playing music up front. Really interesting, that. I have no idea what that is. He's just kind of smilingly enjoying the music.
He's toasty.
Well, not quite fond of it, but
Yeah, this is not your standard like bar music. This is it's really relaxing and chill, and it's got a really like silky sound to it.
well,
Not a dwarven sound.
whenever you're finished with your drink, there you go, Shiro. I think it's time to hunt some answers.
He sort of breathes in and stretches his arms over his head and sort of, yes. Whew, indeed. Got a little wordy there for a moment. But, when you're ready, I'm ready. Bartender, I will cover any he's the bar. As you guys look over to the bartender, he was kind of looking at your group. If you recall, you did break a glass and you didn't pay for your last drinks. He said he put this on your tab. He's very carefully watching you guys to see you don't cause any trouble, but you guys seem to be... Also, if you recall, last time you guys came in, you angered Cedric, which caused everybody in the bar to essentially seize up. So he's...
Well, did we anger Cedric, or did Cedric just kind of flip his shit?
This dude has no idea because he didn't really hear what was going on. He just saw you guys walk up to a dude. The dude leaves, and then everybody just kind of like passed out. Like full-on, like drooling seizure, passed out. So the bartender has no idea that the hell even went on. Half of them don't even like remember it happening. They just kind of remember waking up on the ground like, what? So...
True enough.
He's kind of just looking at you, and he sort of waves him, saying that he will pay for everything. Consider everything paid for.
Another meat to go, please.
We don't do to go there, friend. You have to.
Then charge for the mug.
He sort of slowly reverts his eyes to Yushiro and says, "If that's all right with you, friend, I can pay for the mug, whatever it costs." And he kind of sighs and, sure, just take it, that's fine.
Yes. I'm ecstatic. Thank you, Shira.
You're welcome, friend, you're welcome. Alright, so you guys all sort of compose yourselves and decompose yourselves with your alcohols and such. Did anyone else want one to go, or just Kerrigan?
I'm good.
I'm alright.
You don't want a sippy cup or anything?
I have my own.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take a sippy.
Hell yeah.
Little kid size.
Yeah.
I like a
That's
milk.
the hardest shit they
Did you
get.
say you want a milkshake?
So take a sippy cup with the hardest shit they got. Or a milkshake. That's cool too. Anyway, so you guys head out. You head through the town, and if you guys are cool, you can just mount Yushiro's horses and head straight back to Orzammir.
Hails, yeah.
To Orzammir.
Do we have
Yes.
a plan when we get to Orzammir?
Good question. As you guys are riding, you guys can discuss what you're going to do.
Okay.
You also have
Like
Ventus
that.
with you.
Some sort of plan would be probably good.
All right,
He's been
well,
rather quiet though, Ventus.
it's
Man.
gonna take you guys a little while to get there. So have
I mean, this is Valkus's.
I'll tell you our plan. Take what you can.
Give nothing back. Didn't know we were pirates.
Yeah, in another life.
all right. So in general, I guess the question is, what is the plan?
Yeah, Jordan, like.
We're going to find the hooded person
Okay.
and follow the hooded person to the lab where we shall infiltrate and exterminate
Okay.
and see what we can find. We're looking for intel.
So is this an info mission or like a seek and destroy?
Info first, then see how it goes.
Ventus sort of turns to you guys. As long as we're all on the same page. So this is going to be more of a sneaky or smashy.
I mean,
Start sneaky, maybe.
We're gonna
and
like every I'm sure you guys have played some role-playing games in your time.
Of course.
You know,
I have not.
Oh, well, let me explain to you. There's, it's like a game, and sometimes there's like stealth missions, and you try your hardest to do the stealthy way, and then it always turns out to where you're just hacking and smashing your way out of the level, as it were.
Why would anyone pretend to be someone else? That makes no sense.
It's a strangely alluring and entertaining. We'll have to try it sometime.
We'll see.
Sounds terrible.
There's dice involved, and maybe some gambling here and there.
All right. So the general idea is going to start sneaky, go smashy if you need to.
Yes.
so
Okay.
we're just gonna go smash it. We've not passed a single stealth check.
Well, you can't. I mean, let's see. Only one of you's
I
wearing.
will try my best.
Yeah, he's got his cloak. You guys
I got
have
sneaky
a
cloak.
lot of weird things on you.
If you want to, I can do that weird pass without trace.
You got your
Just
pass
let me
without
know.
trace? You guys have a lot of cool things.
It is a spell slot.
Yeah, you
Oh,
guys have a
I-
lot of cool things.
I wasn't really going for like sneaky. I was just trying to like bullshit our way into it.
That works too.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Charisma.
Yeah, so bullshitting also works. Sneaky. I try to make sure we're on the same page, so it's not like
Yeah.
you start talking to someone, Altera's like ice beam. Back around.
I mean, that's allowed.
Lasers!
That is both allowed and honestly expected.
Just making sure. I don't want you to be talking to someone that carry him just like spins and just chops his head off mid. But I rolled a crit on Charisma's.
Ice beam.
You freeze his head to the wall. All right. So you guys essentially arrive at the town of Orzammir again, and once again you're welcomed with the same. It's still very alien. Everything here is so strangely immaculate You see nobody working. This large city just built into the side of this mountain, with the castle kind of pushed up further in. Everything just looks so perfectly clean. Vulcus, upon closer inspection of looking at the castle, it looks more pristine than it used to. Almost like someone went over it, and all the dirt and grime and muck that was covering it that kind of gave it its like allure, its charm. Something had gone over and just cleaned the whole thing. Everything almost looks like it was built today.
Interesting. Yeah, because here I haven't actually technically been in the castle.
You stopped in the town, and then you basically got smashed and chilled, and then you smashed a dude, and then you guys left.
Yeah, so I'm like, should I be like covering my face?
I'm pretty sure the last time you came here, you like, yo dog, Valkus is in town, peace, and you left.
Yep. You
Yeah.
definitely did that.
Spread the
Almost
word.
Yeah, I know,
verbatim.
but like,
Almost verbatim.
no, I know that, and I'm aware of that. I'm just saying I don't know like if I roll up on like people know I'm here. If I roll up on some guards or something, are they gonna like grab me?
Well, before you guys enter, you guys are more than welcome to discuss this. If you wish, you can maybe put a cloak on or something to cover your face a little bit. Your choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out a bandana and wrap it around my face. And it's a magical bandana. It turns me into an elf. Poof.
What?
Wow, I wonder which episode we got that one in.
Oh, that was in my adventurer's kit.
Oh,
You guys don't have one?
the elf bandana?
The elf bandana? No, I'm already an elf. So
Oh, you might have. Check. You might have a human bandana.
You become double elf.
It's like in a weird pocket with a zipper.
Oh, the green pocket.
Yeah.
You guys
that
should,
one.
yeah, you guys should have that. Go ahead and check.
Yeah, you should.
Roll for green.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just gonna like. Yeah. No, I'll just be like stay behind everybody and be sneaky like.
Okay.
Try not to show my face.
that's always worked out real well.
Well, you know.
Just don't draw attention to yourself, basically. Yeah. I mean,
Exactly.
there's enough of you. There's 4 of you. Then you have Yashiro, and you have Ventus. So there's 6 people.
Okay.
So, I mean, you guys are coming in as like a small little gang, but as long as you kind of stand in the middle and you're not like up front, like, yo, it's Valkus, then I think you're fine.
I'll give it 5 minutes before that happens.
I know. It's gonna.
I'll do my best.
It's gonna happen.
Somebody take lead for a while.
So you're looking around and you don't actually see any guard. You see like the main guards are at the front. You guys are welcomed, same you were the first time. Yashiro sort of leads your group. They recognize him again, and you guys are allowed to enter without any issue, really.
Oh, is the church? The church is inside the castle.
The church is inside the town. You guys actually passed by a church that, as I mentioned before, you did not recognize. This is a new church. It was not here when you left. So the town is essentially the way it was left. It looks like they bulldozed a few buildings to basically make things flow nicer. If you were to look down like an alleyway, it is like pristine, flat cut. There's this whole place is like a grid, basically. It's sort of if you were to go from an aerial view, the town itself is sort of like a semicircle jutting out from this mountain. But the aerial view would
Like a
show
minister.
a grid. Yes, but like the town itself is like a grid. Like you got,
Okay.
they're almost like perfectly spaced, these buildings.
Okay. Yeah. My question is, the church that we're trying to get to, that wasn't the one we passed.
It could be. You guys don't know. Because
Wait.
you could ask Ventus, and he could tell you.
Shit. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Ventus, where are we going, buddy?
Well, as we mentioned, we are looking for the hooded figure. He would either
Yes.
be what I assume points to the castle, he kind of smiles, your home, or, well, we could check the church. Those are the only 2 locations that he is known to frequent.
Well, I mean, I would say let's check the church first. It's here.
Yeah, and it probably won't be as heavily guarded as the church.
That's what I'm thinking. And
He
the other
points-
option,
Points finger Kerrigan, I agree.
the other option is we're gonna find him with Sages in there.
I
Possibly.
don't know if Sages is one to roam the town. He seems to be more in and out. I don't know where he stays. I've seen him hold meetings with the king, from our intel, and Well, that's really it. The man is sort of a mystery.
I agree. Well, let's check the church first.
I agree. You guys all follow, and Ishiro seems kind of... Oh, he notices something on the church. You guys sort of head in, and immediately are greeted with just hellos and waves, and Aries be with you, Baracus' protection, guide all, welcome, welcome. How are we all today? There's people just waving at you. They're really, really friendly. And then Yushiro kind of bows to them, and they sort of bow back in this weird little gesture.
Cool. Hello.
I'm gonna kind of hang back.
All right, you sort of hang back, and as you guys enter, you see they're sort of just tidying up the place. Actually, you see some people praying. You have rows of pews to the right, rows of pews to the left. This place isn't huge. It's about a medium-sized church. If you were to walk up down the center, the walkway, at the end there is a statue, a large sort of stonework statue, made of marble or something. It looks real smooth, real nice looking. It depicts a figure, a female figure holding fire, what it looks like, in her left hand, and holding a sword up in her right hand. She looks very strong. You can see she has like I'm gonna say a war skirt, but she has like kind of battle clothing on, so like the battle leathers that you saw everyone else wearing. Her legs are very muscular, her arms are very muscular. She looks like a powerful woman. You would assume this is probably the deity Baracus that they mentioned.
What race would Baracus be?
Her face is kind of vague looking, but in the way that she is posed, height and everything, you'd assume human.
Okay.
But she is an actual living, breathing deity. Or is this that's a statue?
Marble statue.
Okay, I missed the statue part, and I was
Yep.
like, we just can't fit this with a gun. I was like, might want to plan for this. All right, yeah, no.
Yeah, it's like it's a very large, like marble-looking statue. Like, I said stoneworking. He went, oh.
That's right.
Yeah, that might have been over that. But it's right in the center, like, right up front. Very obvious. The fire in her left hand is made of a different type of stone that's actually red, and the sword itself looks like an actual sword. So for reference, she's much larger than an actual person. She's like 20 feet tall. So.
Yoshiro,
Yes.
is there anything strange about this church?
Sort of
Being
looks around.
Being a worshiper of Baracus.
Nothing strange that I see, no. Sort of looks around, it looks incredibly basic, actually. I see people worshipping, and the few priests that greeted us. Speaking of them, it sort of turns, and you see 3 people eager to greet you. Hello there.
Hello.
What brings you into our church today?
The fine word of Baracus.
Yes, friend, yes. And she motions to all of you. You're all worshippers yourself?
Of a kind?
She kind of nods to you and then looks at Akarium.
Yeah, I would say sort of, sure.
And then she smiles and looks to Altera.
I'm interested.
Interested. Good. Interested is always good. We're here. If you got any questions, we'll gladly answer them.
Glad.
She sort of slowly turns away from Altera, just kind of strangely smiling back at her, just looking.
Oh yeah, I'm staring.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She can tell you're kind of just, yeah, we're actually looking at each other because we're in the same room. Anyway, she looks back to your guys' group. Well, if there's anything I can help you with, just let me know.
Trying to figure out how forward we can be.
Well, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He frequents this establishment. I was wondering if you might have seen him.
If you go ahead and describe him, I could definitely tell you.
My buddy here, Ventus, he knows better than I, but kind of a not necessarily. He's a good guy, but his demeanor looks a bit shady, if you know what I mean. Hooded, kind of skulking around everywhere. Great guy though.
Oh, yes. We welcome all types here, definitely. No one is turned away from our church.
But have you seen him?
It's not much to go on, unfortunately.
Ventus, anything?
What sort of clothing does he wear? Height? Is it
Black.
male? That's all we know.
Black hooded creature, not creature, human, possibly, maybe.
Probably in between maybe like 5'2" and 6'3".
Such a wide range.
The dwarven girl kind of smiles and turns a bit to like the other priests and whatnot. She's not really sure. It almost looks like she's sort of new-ish here as like the greeter. They're sort of like spurring her on, like, "Come on, you got it." She's starting to look kind of nervous. She's not used to this type of answer. After you ask and inquire about the hooded figure, you actually see one of the an older-looking dwarf, sort of in the back, kind of pop his head up, and then just slowly kind of turn away from you guys, as if he was interested in what was brought up.
Did everyone see that?
So you guys are positioned at like the entrance. You have this group of it's a dwarven. I don't want to say men and women. They're probably in their 20s or so. I don't know exactly the ages of dwarves and how they work, but they look like humans in their 20s. They're that age. So a bit younger. Behind all that,
Spry 135.
bingo, exactly. Just spring chicken. Behind all them, you see an older dwarf sort of cleaning up. When you mentioned the hooded figure, he looked up.
Alright, I'm gonna nudge who's ever beside me and point over to him.
Just blatantly pointing at some
Yes.
dude.
Who are
Okay.
you nudging?
Who you nudging?
Probably you.
You're surrounded by
Yeah.
your friends.
Falcus is beside me, right?
Okay. You tell me.
Falcus is what, you?
Beside me.
It's B-side, gotcha.
B-side.
B-side. The dwarven girl kind of jumps at you, pointing at her, and realizes you're pointing behind her. Yes.
You've done well. You've answered somewhat adequately, and if you wouldn't mind, I believe my friends might have some more questions. And yeah, I think I spot some kin over there. I need to say hello, give some greetings.
She kind of awkwardly laughs and folds her hands together. Oh, all right. Well, it was wonderful speaking with you. Baracus's protection be upon all of you. They all kind of bow and repeat the same thing, and Yashiro bows back to her as you head back to the dwarf sort of tidying things up in the back.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he wants to run, does he?
No, he kind of scratches himself, turns to you guys, breathes out. Welcome.
How are you this fine day?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
Fairly well. You look familiar. Do we share some kin?
He sort of squints and looks closer at you. Believe I can say the same. You look what familiar, friend? Do I know you?
Do you know the hooded figure?
Turns to you.
Right out with it.
No mincing words with this one.
Sort of pulls at his graying beard and adjusts his robes. Do I know the hooded figure you're asking?
That's what I said.
He's sort of his mouth is sort of not agape, it's just open as he's like trying to form words at just how forward you are. What exactly are you looking for?
What?
What business do you have with him? Let's say I know the figure you speak of.
He took one of our friends.
Well, we're not over there. We're still with the greeter.
No, you guys are over here.
Yeah, you didn't
We are?
follow?
Yeah,
Hey,
Altera was talking to him.
You guys say where you're standing. So if who's speaking with this older gentleman right now?
I was gonna let Altera roll with it. She jumped in.
Is it just Altera that walked over to him, or did anyone follow?
I could just be Altera. It's fine.
Okay.
Me and Valkus.
No,
I
it's
mean,
just
I talked to the guy already.
Yeah, Valkus is
okay.
talking to
You okay? So you and Valkus, but you're.
Why are we looking for this guy again?
I mean, this is on you, Altera.
He's connected to the. Oh,
You can either be honest with him or you can not be honest with him.
Okay.
You do you.
We have some questions for him, because we're looking for someone. We think he knows.
All right. You seem to be truthful. Why would I share this information with your lot? He kind of points to all you guys. I can tell you, you're all together. You're not here for church going and worship. I can tell.
Do you have a reason to keep this secret?
Would want the wrong information fall into the wrong hands.
Oh. No, we're good people.
He kind of smiles. He smiles at that. Oh, I can tell. Great, wonderful people.
We don't intend to do anything bad with it. We just, yeah.
May I ask you a question, friend? What's your name, by the way?
My name. Fortunately, I gave him my name long ago.
Forgot his name?
Gave up.
Gave up his name.
What did
Oh, he
your
gave
name
up.
used to be?
You gave it up, Altera.
Listen.
Must not be uttered again. Well,
I've spent the years working for the church here, and working in general for the royal family. If you've got any general questions, I can try to help. You seem really eager. Yes. What's your name?
Let me ask you this question.
Yes.
Because you seem a little later in the years. How do you feel about the changes in Orzammir recently?
He sort of pauses for a moment, and you see him. He had a rag in his hand. Now that you are looking, kind of runs it along one of the pews while staring at it. Don't exactly agree. Hands become bored. The direction things have been going in. No, I don't agree. Don't agree at all. We've become lazy. It was nice at first, definitely nice at first, but holds his hands up. I need to work, you know. Feel like I'm not needed anymore. Like I can't do what I'm meant to do. You got to know what I mean, lass. Eh?
I understand.
Of course.
You mentioned that I looked familiar. I believe that you knew my father.
He sort of tilts his head at you. Who's your father?
The king, Valkarnalia.
He sort of pops his head up and looks around to see if any of you heard that. They all seem to be greeting a new group of people and/or stacking papers and such, and sort of moving. They're trying to look busy, essentially. He sort of leans in close, puts his hand on your shoulder. Valkus?
Aye. 'Tis I.
His eyes sort of widen at that. Oh, gods above. You're alive.
I am, and I mean to return Orzammir to its previous state. Not this vile abomination that we see today.
You see him smile at that, and his eyes sort of light up. He actually seems excited to see you. I didn't help raise you, but I was in the castle back in the day. I watched you grow up from a wee little boy. From a distance, of course. wasn't part of the upper echelon, but I did watch you grow up, lad.
Well,
It's nice to see that you're in health.
Tell him to spread the word.
yeah, I'm here. I'm looking for supporters. I already have a handful, but we're trying to find this gentleman to give us leads into this. There's something up that is strange,
There's an evil with my brother that is doing something with all these robots. But if you could spread the word of any supporters that Valkus is back.
He sort of squints to that and nods. Will do. Not sure about all this evil and robots, but I can try to
me
help.
neither, but we're looking into it.
I can try. I'll try to help as best as I can. But
Well,
if you're
the
required,
best way is to tell us where this hooded figure is.
that I can't tell you, but I can tell you one thing that I might help. If you look, follow me, real quick, I can show you something.
I follow it.
Me
All
too.
right.
And I motion to Akarium and Kerrigan. And Ventus.
All right.
And Yoshiro. And Cromwell.
So you guys all sort of head in. Ishiro kind of stops next to Akarium, and Kerrigan says, "Actually, gentlemen, I'll have to make my leave here. You see, by standing with the king, I'd like to keep it where it was originally. Not that I do not support you, Valkus, but I'm sure you can understand. Yes.
I understand. Yes, we need your position, as it is.
Excellent. You're a thinking man. Wonderful. I will be in the pub, I guess, bookstores. I'll be around.
We'll know how to find you.
Yes.
Yeah.
My men will be in town if you need me. Ask one of them, and I'll find you.
Be well.
You as well. He nods to you, and Fintus just follows your group as you follow this nameless man back past the sculpture and behind their whole setup little place of worship. In the back here, it looks like you're in a storage room. It's a fairly clean storage room, but all the same, just a bunch of upside down chairs, stacks of books. Nothing really too important back here. Don't really see anything, actually. He looks around the room real quick to make sure no one's back here. He sort of just points this back area. Every time the hooded figure, as you mentioned, comes into our place of worship, he comes back here, and then he just disappears. I've no idea at all where he goes.
Does he return here to leave, or just?
He comes back in through the front door, so I assume there's something back here that we don't know about. There's got to be some sort of secret entrance or something.
Right.
All right.
Well, my mage is looking around very intently.
In the middle of him talking, Altair's just sniffing the floor, just
Oh
looking
yeah,
for things.
I'm very interested.
Sniffing the floor.
What'd you find, Lassie? Did you find anything?
There's air current over here.
Tell more.
There's an air current over here.
Okay.
There must be a latch somewhere.
Okay. You kind of run your hand along the wall, and you actually feel there is air actually coming out from the bottom, and there's a weird crack on the wall. You feel something.
A trapdoor.
Alright.
Look for a candle on the wall, or perhaps a large-breasted statue.
Come again?
Does it have to be large-breasted?
I mean, have you ever seen Temple of Doom?
Yes.
Well, friends, I could give you this one bit of advice. I've not seen the man today, so he's not been here yet.
Does he come daily?
Usually, yeah.
So
I believe he and the other man, they had some sort of meeting with the king again. They've been meeting with him recently, frequently.
interesting. I have
Well,
an idea.
why are you laughing?
I wasn't.
She's just cracking up right now. Something's funny.
Do tell.
Nothing.
Okay.
The friend, could you possibly go about your business and perhaps signal us if he comes in?
I could try, yeah. Let's see. There's quite a few. There's 5 of you. Let's see. If you wanted, I could hide you all back here before he shows up, and you could sort of see what he does.
Oh, you could hide us? That would save us a spell slot that I had planned for Kerrigan. That would be lovely.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
we could just move some books around and touch these tables, chairs. Shouldn't be too hard.
Okay. Side note. Yeah, that was what I was thinking. We like either jump him or wait for him to open up something.
Yeah, we can see how he opens it up and then either follow him down or... Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we want to jump him just yet.
No, that's what I'm saying, like, follow him down and see where he goes. Because it could be, like, open it up and it's like, oh, it's a maze down there, and we're fucked.
True.
What are you persuading?
Open sesame.
Oh god. Was that the big payoff? Oh man. That's funny.
Okay, in the middle of the conversation, she just drops that, trying to persuade this wall as you guys are having a serious conversation, and nothing happens.
Darn it.
Open sesame.
It makes it so much better that that was like 5 minutes in the making.
That took a while. I thought she was like trying to find a spell or some passive or something she has, like wall speak. No door speak, sorry. Altera speaks with doors.
I tried to persuade the door.
A for effort, though.
Yeah.
A
for effort. Point of
You're
inspiration.
thinking outside the box.
I mean, I almost wanted that to work, but...
Dude, if it were been a crit 20, I
That
would
was
have
a
lost
negative.
it.
that was a negative one, too. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. You rolled a 16. Alright, he actually looks excited to help you guys hide. He kind of, like, cracks his fingers and sort of starts stretching. He's like, alright, let's get to moving. He starts moving, helping you guys move tables and chairs and books around and whatnot to sort of hide you guys off in the corner. You'd be about 20, 30 feet away from the other side of the room, which is where this little crack that Altera found. So now that you guys kind of know, or you think you know, the secret entrance or whatever it may be, you know its general location. If you hide in the opposite side of the room, he shouldn't hear you guys or smell you or see you or anything. So you guys should have a good vantage point from here as well, because you're just far enough. Like I said, this back corner is not lit by those like weird lights. This is basically a storage back room, effectively is what it is. It's kind of dark back here. So those of you with dark vision can see. Those of you that are filthy humans cannot.
Darn it.
Before the guy leaves, I say, thank you, friend. Your loyalty shall be remembered.
He wipes some of the sweat from his brow and rubs it on his cloak, and then just kind of pats in the shoulder. Oh, it's great seeing you again, Valgas. Great seeing you. Thanks.
Thank you.
He sort of has like a.
It's very awkward not knowing your name.
He sort of smiles, and he has sort of like a little hop as he kind of like walks off. He seems delighted that he got to work with his hands again. As you guys head into your little corner and kind of chill there, he lets you know prior that if you guys just stay here, he should show up at some point. But since you guys are in a church, I don't know which one of you mentioned it, but probably don't jump him since you guys are in a church, because this guy isn't necessarily some.
No, I said we follow him.
Yeah. No, that was obviously my first thought, but yeah, no, I think it's a better play to follow him.
Okay, not sure if you guys were like mentioning out loud. Let's jump him. If you happen to.
Worst case scenario,
Out
if
of
he
context.
sees us and is gonna run, yeah, sorry, it's gonna happen.
Okay. He just let you know, stay quiet back here because, yeah.
I eyeball Altera,
Yes.
although she can't see me because she's a filthy human.
It's not that dark.
You just said it was that dark,
Well,
you can't see far.
You did say it was that dark.
it's
and I quote, "You can't see, you filthy human."
across the room.
Oh, okay.
Because, what is this? Wow.
Can I feel him looking at me?
You are like wasting
wasting
so
your
many good
rolls.
rolls.
And
Hey,
now,
these are great.
now you're going to roll like. I rolled the hits. -5. All right.
No, it'll be a stealth check going down the freaking hallway.
Oh my god. No, you can see him looking at you. Svalkus.
You said it was too dark.
You see
Can't
across the
see him.
room.
You can feel.
Oh.
You can feel. She can
Who's looking at me?
So, we'll use this perception check, actually. You do hear a figure. You hear someone shuffle in. And, let's see. Along with that, since you're so eager, if you want to go ahead and, let's see. Go ahead and roll Arcana for me as well.
Arcana.
You hear chanting.
Chanting?
Of an unknown language.
Oh, this is my strong suit.
It is.
Fudge! Okay.
Not the strongest fudge.
Can I point to her with a...
We'll go ahead and say that was unneeded because of her wonderful perception check prior.
I mean, that's a cantrip for me, so it's not gonna blow anything
Oh yeah,
special.
sure.
I
Go
should,
for it.
I should try charming everyone today. Excluding my
You get
back,
to roll
my
a. You get to roll a d4.
Add a d4 to that.
to that.
D4.
Should have done it beforehand, but
D4.
Cool. 16. Perfect.
16?
Okay. Excellent. So with that, you guys sort of hear this chanting. You guys can't really make it out, but she hears this strange language that she's not familiar with, but something about it feels off. You hear Vahalor Zavuri Undala Si. And then you hear this shifting.
I need to write that down.
No, you're good.
Okay.
We'll say with her perception and Arcana check, she's able to remember this. You hear this grinding, this, and then you hear footsteps, and then you hear the grinding back.
Should we sneak or not?
I was right!
And then seconds after, you guys hear nothing.
Open says me in a different language.
All right, so you guys are more than welcome to do what you wish to do next.
So we proceed with extreme caution.
Pop out
Okay.
from behind the cover.
Okay. So you know what it is.
Is there anyone around us?
No, you don't see anybody. You don't see anything, actually. In fact, it looks exactly the same as it did before.
It's clear, guys.
I exit my book hidey hole.
Okay, you guys are all greeted with the exact same room that you saw, sans all the tables and chairs that you guys were hiding behind. Because you're hiding behind them.
I don't know about you guys, but to me it sounded like he hit it really hard with a axe.
I'm the dumb human. How come my hearing was better?
I don't know. It just sounded like it needed to be hit with a axe.
If you hit it with a hacks, you're out.
Alright, I ignore him, I run over to the wall, and I repeat the phrase. Oh, you gotta make me do it.
I wrote it
I'm
down.
gonna need you to repeat that.
Vahalor Zavulik Ondalasil.
Okay. You
Not
nailed
bad.
it.
You
Nailed
guys hear
it.
about the axe?
You summon the devil. No, I'm kidding. So, Altera chants these words, and right as she finishes, the wall in front of you, the very wall that Altera was earlier checking, starts to slide open. You hear the same as it grinds,
Guys, I was right!
and you see some dust and such come loose, and you guys are greeted with a very, very dark staircase that heads straight down.
I did need a new persuasion.
Mhm.
Does someone want to hold my hand? Because that looks really dark.
Sure.
Oh!
Ooh!
I mean, you're going to be leading the charge. It doesn't make sense for you to be holding her hand.
I mean, I knowingly nod to Kerrigan and am surprised by the humanity in him.
Casters gotta stay together.
Yeah.
I grabbed Kerrigan's hand.
All right. So you all head in, and Ventus will actually be behind you guys. He'll bring up the rear. He's actually also human, so he can't really see very well either. So his hand is sort of on Kerrigan's back, just slightly. So his hand's sort of out just to gauge a distance as he follows you guys down. The second he passes the door, it immediately starts closing.
Who passes?
Ventus.
So we're all in.
You guys are all
Ventus
in.
Blast out.
Okay.
And this thing closes. It is pitch black. So it's a good thing you were holding on to Kerrigan, and Vince is right behind, gauging distance with his hand on Kerrigan's shoulder. So Vulcus, you do have dark vision, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just double checking. All right, so you guys can see this. It is pitch black, but it is just darkness. There are no places for torches or anything. It looks like this place is meant to be pitch black. It's a fairly long staircase. Not too bad. You can actually see the bottom. 60 feet, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Dark vision, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you can actually see the bottom from your arm. So it looks about 50 or so feet down. You can sort of gauge. We'll say you guys waited long enough so that the figure had time to get to his destination. You guys didn't just immediately follow him. Obviously, the cracking door, he'd hear it as it echoed down this hallway. We'll say you guys gave him a second.
At least an hour.
Well, do you guys want to give me a time that you waited, or?
Not an hour, dude. 'cause
Yeah,
then-
no, maybe like I don't know.
Okay, 30 minutes, 10, 50
30?
minutes, something like that.
Yeah, because I would imagine that grinding sound would be pretty loud.
Yes. So you guys said you waited about 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
30's perfect. 30's perfect. All right.
Yeah, we hold down Altera for 30 minutes.
And she's just like wriggling, like, let me say the words. Let me at them. You fools! He's escaping. She's just frothing at the mouth, just like scratching you guys. Icicles firing every direction. Alrighty, so you guys head down. It looks like at the bottom of the staircase, this whatever path turns to the left. The staircase, general, the walls you guys are going down, really nice, smooth. It's like a nice marble, but I'm not really sure any other stones. So Vulcus, if you want to help me, it just looks like smooth stone.
Well,
Going.
what do my what do we? Hang on.
Damn it, you had a moment, and this was your opportunity.
No, yeah, no. What do my dwarf eyes see? I was trying to remember what I roll, and I figured it was a D20 plus 4, so I don't see anything.
What was your stone cutting proficiency or whatever?
It's I'm proficient in stone cutting, but it doubles it. But it's a history check, which is -1. So you just told me to roll a D20 plus 4.
Oh, I remember that. That was terrible.
But-
So basically 6.
So it's a history check plus 4, or plus 5 minus whatever.
Okay,
I don't know.
gotcha.
Yeah, no, I can't see anything. So then I go up to the wall, and I start feeling.
Okay,
Start feeling the wall.
tell me what you feel.
I don't know, but I'm gonna roll again because that was shit. Like twice in a row. There we go.
Okay, tell me what you feel.
I feel the stones. They sing to me. They say,
Insert DM's voice here.
Enter DM voice here.
I mean, there's not much I can tell you.
I mean,
about
I don't
these-
know. It's your world, not mine. I don't know what the stone is.
True, but I'm not good with stone. That's why I actually asked. I wasn't really cueing you to roll. You just started going, and then you got a crit.
No.
I don't know much about stones.
they're throbbing with energy.
Sure, sure.
No.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, let's not use that sort of vocabulary.
thronging, maybe.
Throb.
The density and thickness of the stone is beyond.
All right, I will see y'all guys next time. It's been real fun.
Kerrigan rushes in.
It appears smooth, but it's
Kerrigan rushes out more like.
there's a little bit of jaggedness to it.
Oh no, it's smooth. It's real smooth.
It's raw, but subtly there's a little bit of naughty play. in between
Well, let's move past this critical roll. Got a little weird.
But wait, there's more.
I'm sure there is. In general, this place looks very just flat cut. Not really done in a hurry, but this looks more like traditional dwarven architecture, if you want to put it that way.
Tis a fine cut.
Exactly. Very, very, very fine.
Is it natural?
Yeah, no,
Like,
no.
or is it like constructed?
Definitely constructed.
Hewn
Constructed,
from dwarven hands.
sanded down, basically. It effectively looks like this was cut. So So the stairs went down.
Okay,
and
sorry.
You guys are underground.
Does it look like it was burrowed into rather than built?
From where you guys are currently located, you can assume the church was fairly close to the mountain. So you guys angled toward the mountain. So judging by the back of the church where it's facing, you guys could assume that these staircases lead down into the mountain, since you guys are like next to one, and everything was just shaved flat down. This looks like some sort of escape tunnel or something, and as it curves down, it actually leads toward the castle. So let's say that the church were like, I don't know, however far away from the castle. As the stairs go down, they turn only one direction to the left, which is pointing towards the castle. So you guys are assuming this is leading in that general direction, into the mountain, basically.
You said that the church was fairly new, right?
Church is fairly new, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Fairly new-ish.
Yeah.
The church itself, not this building. So.
Okay. I assumed that it was like, because you had said it wasn't a church like yesterday. Right? Yeah, and I was like, well, did they fucking build a building in a day?
The church. The church has been there for a little while, probably since you've left. You're not really sure how long this specific church has been established.
Wait, so you mean the building was like reused for the church?
Potentially.
Okay, that's what threw me off for a second. I was like, wow, that was kind of impressed.
So with that, you guys head in. At the very bottom of the steps, you guys actually see a little bit of light. At the end of your dark vision, you're starting to see. This looks like the strange elemental constructed light. And as you go down, you see a hallway that is lit, 4 corners. That stops, and there is a door. Single door. No one's guarding it. This sort of abruptly stairs end, abruptly turn. Small hallway that's maybe 15 feet long. At the end of the hallway is a door. No guards, obviously, otherwise you guys would be caught.
Wooden door, steel door? What are we looking at?
A stone door.
Stone door. Oh, stone door.
Is there a... Well, I would say is there a handle if it's stone? Definitely not. It'd be too easy.
No, it does. Like, it appears to be a door that can be opened, though.
Yes, it doesn't look locked. It looks like there's probably a way to open this. It's not like some weird incantation.
A little more. Oh.
Yeah, I'll go up to the door and check it out.
Okay. Do you want to retcon that 20 and use it here? Since
sure. Absolutely.
There was literally no reason for me to use it before.
Yep.
Okay. I'm okay with that. So.
If it doesn't work, I can try the password again.
You could try the password again. That's very true. So with this door, it doesn't look like any other door you've seen, but it does look in some way familiar. This is not a traditional door. I'm trying to think where you guys saw this. Okay, this looks very similar to one of the doors, or potentially the elevator thing from the mines. The one where you guys would let the bottom and it kind of rotated down, but it was kind of flat before.
How was that activated? I don't remember.
There was the guy guarding it did something to open it. You're looking at it though, and you actually see this like compression spot. You feeling compelled to push it for some reason. You're being told. Your mind is like, touch that thing, touch it. So.
No, my mind tells me to touch it, and I touch it.
He touches it. So you sort of push in, and then you feel the stone kind of give way a little bit, and it clicks as this rectangular sort of. It's about the size of a dwarven hand. Sort of clicks in, and the whole door itself sort of clicks in, and then starts to slide into the wall to the left. Similar. The strange technology very similar to the elevator you guys saw prior. So that opens, and you guys are greeted with this brightly lit, pristine hallway with doors to the right, doors to the left, and you see someone...
Oh no, not another hallway.
My thoughts exactly.
It's not
with
that kind
doors.
of not that kind of hallway. Not the kind of hallway. You're good. There's no illusion magic here yet. And you see a figure actually turning, not the hooded figure. See just a figure turn to the left. So this hallway goes up, turns to the left, turns to the right. You guys are to assume you are in whatever base you guys have penetrated. So.
Oh, we penetrated.
Ventus kind of takes a step back, a little hesitant now that you guys can see. Alright, we might want to be careful going forward.
I agree.
Does this look familiar to you?
Does not look familiar, but this looks... He sort of looks around. I'm not sure, but I'm certain we should not be here.
Did the figure at the end see us or hear us?
No, they were looking at something in their hand, and they kind of turned. The figure was about 60 feet away.
Okay.
So this is not the longest hallway, but long-ish. There's about 3 doors to the left, 3 doors to the right. Most likely leading into rooms, either connected or not connected. Regardless, this place is also stone cut, immaculate. The doors are more traditional doors. You guys haven't necessarily walked into this new hallway. You're kind of half and half. But you get the feeling that if you kind of just walk in here, you're walking into someone's work environment. So.
Okay. Would someone other than me like to do a perception check?
Yes, I would love to.
All right.
I would love to too.
Or perhaps some trap detecting?
Damn it. Well, your boy didn't do so hot.
All right. So you guys' collective perceptions are going to tell me to tell you that this indeed looks like... Wow. Just slowly going down. Please don't roll, Valkus.
Alright, Valkus is gonna save the day.
Ever perceptive Valkus.
I'm guessing a 2?
Oh god!
Wow.
It just kept going down, so...
It's rigged! It's rigged!
Rigged.
Then Cromwell was a 1. Poor Cromwell. All right. This looks like a place. My God, you guys. This looks like a working place. This doesn't look like some sort of barracks. It doesn't look like a trap hallway. Like I said, it looks clean, but this almost looks like an office in a way. That you guys would see as an office. Your characters kind of just see this stone hallway that's lit. I mean, it is lit very well. It's a light stone, very light gray. It's lit in here. She's lit very light gray, kind of lines the walls. The doors themselves are sort of like a nice wood with like metal lining, and then like a metal turn handle. So these almost look like offices in a hallway.
Would we like to approach a door?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sneakily.
Sneakily.
Okay.
Alright. I have two ideas. The first one is to knock on a door. And the second one is to... well, actually, no, the first one is try to open one, then if it's locked, maybe knock on it and see if anyone's
I
outside.
want to put my ear against the door first, see if I hear anything.
Okay. That wouldn't be a stealth roll.
That's to push against the door.
Okay. No one hears you. Pushing against the door. I would hope not.
What?
Jesus.
What roll side out there?
Let's see. Would perception work? Or investigation?
You're not investigating.
You're listening, so it'd be perception, probably.
Perception seems like the best, yeah. Well.
Hey guys, there's nothing inside.
So, yeah, you lean up against and you don't hear anything, actually. You hear nothing at all. Literally nothing. Just pure silence.
Altera, try the handle.
What?
Alright, I'll try the handle.
Okay, try the handle. It does not feel locked at all.
Open the door.
The door feels...
I open the door.
You open the door and you see 2 men turn to you guys.
Oh shit.
They are wearing what looks to be nicer clothing. They're sort of wearing almost what looks like modern day. Crap. Brain fart. Brain's not working.
Suits. Suits?
Not suits. Lab coats.
Business cash?
Lab coats.
Oh, lab coats.
One of them was holding a glass vial. The other one was sort of tinkering with some metal machine. They both sort of look at you guys. Just kind of shocked. You guys do not belong here. You guys stick out like a sore thumb. They are both sort of mouth open agape, not sure how to react.
We need to act fast.
Yes.
Ma'am, this is not the, apparently this is not the security quarters. You two men, we seem to be quite lost.
Go ahead and roll persuasion check.
I would like to hit him with the guidance.
Go for it.
Hit me with the guidance.
Hit him up.
Well, I mean, I don't need to link it. Just you get to roll a d4.
I don't need it.
Oh, go ahead and do it though.
It's free, might as well.
D4.
Can only get better, right?
Can only get better.
I mean, technically, yeah. Way better.
I mean,
23.
that's better than 22.
It is better than 22. That's true. The men aren't really sure what to make of you. They sort of look to you and look to you. Sorry, what did you say you were here for?
The boss man had us security detail. We didn't have much information to go on. They told us to meet us at this door. I feel like we're at. Seems like we're in the wrong area by the look on your boy's face.
Security detail.
Yeah, there's been a few. Well, I don't know how much I can tell you guys, but there's been a few leaks and issues with security down here. There's a lot of information being funneled up to the surface.
So they look legitimately confused. He starts to slowly put down the glass speaker as they're both sort of looking over your guys' whole group. He can see you, Altera, Kerrigan, and Akarium. Where are you guys positioned?
I am like right behind, like, you know, the usual setup. Jordan up front,
Stacked for breach.
kind of stacked for breach, you know.
Okay.
Trying to
Like-
look as important as possible.
Because you don't have it on the map, do you? I'm kind of zoomed way too far in.
No, I doubt you guys are basically just in a room.
Nah, it's just hallway with doors.
Yeah, it's just hallway with doors. Yeah, it's not really.
Kind of like Icarium and Valkus up front, me, Altera.
Yeah, if the
and then
door
I
was
guess-
like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how it would be stacked.
So they're both looking at you guys. Even though your persuasion check was high, they feel like they almost can't believe you because you guys stick out so much. They're like they're dumbfounded. They can barely even find the words to say anything.
You should just run forward and knock them the
Listen, guys.
They
I understand
both
this.
take a step toward you. One of them kind of is hanging back, not really sure what to think or really saying anything.
Tell them if they can look at our map. Show us.
We don't have a map of this place.
I know, just like a piece of paper, and then you get them close. That's what I'm saying.
I can hit him up with the charm person, but that's only going to get one.
Give me 1 second. Shit, what was I gonna say? Listen, boys, I didn't want it to start like this, and you obviously are freaked the fuck out, and this isn't gonna get any easier, but where were you guys 4 days ago?
4 days ago. We were
4 days ago, 4 o'clock afternoon. This is very serious. As you can tell, I know that you see our group, and it's quite a group. It should tell you the seriousness of the situation.
Listen, sir, if we slighted you in any way, or listen.
No, it's nothing personal. It's business.
Business.
This is coming from the top down.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Larry, where? You mean both of us? Did you do something? What? No. What are you talking about?
It was specifically from this room that we had an issue.
All right, listen. We've just been doing what we were told. We were working on the devices. Solden told us to work on the new technology, the one for the machine, the larger one.
Yes.
The one he's been working on.
Yes.
He seemed very excited about it. He wanted us to finish it as quickly as possible. I don't think we breached any guidelines. We saved
That'll
the
be up
lines.
to us.
Yeah, you didn't take anything out of this room.
We took nothing from the room. No, of course not. Of course not. All work was kept here. We stayed overnight if we needed to. I'm trying to think if we did anything at all. Gods. Honestly, sir, I can't think of anything at all. Honestly, I really cannot.
Well, I mean, once again, this is nothing personal, but I don't have any reason to believe you or disbelieve you. But I'm gonna need you guys to stay in this room until we come contact you. We're gonna have a guard outside the door. Just don't do anything. You're not in trouble yet. But we gotta figure some stuff out.
Does this have anything to do with the attacks? We heard the other location was having issues.
The mines?
Yes.
Yes, directly linked. It was tech from here that got into the rebel hands that gave away the location of the mines, and now there's a big security breach on this area.
All right. So just so we're clear, he and I are just going to stay here and just continue working, and you'll leave someone to keep us protected.
Yes.
This guy seems legitimately worried now. All right. Thank you. And if there's anything I can help you guys with, just let me know. I feel like we're about to make a breakthrough, so if we could go undisturbed, if everything's going as planned and none of the technology falls into their hands, we should be fine.
You guys want to say anything?
No, I don't have.
I mean, we can push for information, but I don't know how far that's going to get us.
Yeah.
At least we're
We
not
we
discovering.
can't go from like detective to yes, now tell me everything you know about
Correct.
the secret plans of the base.
Ikarium, anything?
I think you covered it. As far as what we can get, but
I was just trying not to get a fucking alarm going.
yeah, I think you achieved that. So that was well done.
Altera?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Larry and you son? What was your name?
What?
Barry. No, Barry. Barry and Larry, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Sorry, it's been a long day. Yes. Stay here. Continue your work. Dan, what was the name that you said? Silden?
Sulden.
Solden, I assume is our cloaked figure's name.
Potentially.
I'm assuming. Okay, I'm writing it down. Suldin.
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Yes, Solden is very, very excited about this work. So keep doing what you're doing. There's no issue yet, but we're trying to figure this out.
Excellent. We've been doing all we can for he and the king. We believe this. Once we hit this breakthrough, I swear everything will be so much better. We won't even need guards at that point.
No, it will be our crowning achievement for sure.
Indeed.
And you two shall be very well rewarded, I imagine.
They both kind of smile to each other, and the guy in the back, Larry, sort of puts his hand on some weird metal box.
As long as there's no subterfuge going on.
No, of
And
course.
I point to both of them.
If there is anything at all, you would be the first to know.
All right.
Well, what was your name again, so I can ask for you all?
The name is Steve Rockbringer.
Steve Rockbringer. All right.
Yes.
It's good meeting you all.
Yes. You as well. Carry on.
Will do.
All right. I shut the door.
Okay. They both kind of shakily go back to what they were doing.
I don't think my ears are working right. So someone else gonna have the next door.
What?
Are you listening?
Oh,
What?
someone else listened to the next door. Sorry, you're like really quiet.
Oh.
Oh,
Do you guys want to go door to door?
not really.
I imagine
really?
that we're gonna find the same people in there.
Ventus sort of looks at you and says, "I probably wouldn't recommend it."
Yeah, I imagine that there's more people in each room.
I think we've
Doing
entered.
work.
Yes, I think we've entered the place of work. This probably isn't somewhere we want to just be perusing around. So after you guys' little run-in with the two labmen,
Barry and Larry.
Barry and Larry, you guys are back in the main hallway with
Carrium
Ventus.
stops everyone.
Oh.
I just had an idea, guys. What if we kill them and take their clothes?
Oh God.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I'm seeing yeses.
I'm looking very.
Can I ask you one question, Nicario?
I got an answer.
Are we putting these clothes over top of our armor, or are we just rolling cloaks
I'm
or
not.
lab coats?
We're gonna throw the cloaks over our armor.
Okay. Do
Clink,
you see
clink,
my
don't
shoulder
mind
pads?
me, I'm just a doctor here.
Can we find an extra cloak for my shield, perhaps?
A little mini cloak, yeah, a child size.
Yeah, maybe.
Or I have a. Oh, that actually gave me a pretty good idea. We go back into the room with the two, and this sounds like murder, but we kill them or take their cloaks and we put them on.
What? Wait, okay, can I?
This
Let's roll
sounds
the
like
same-
murder.
Can I
Wait, hang
finish?
on.
Can I
Hear me
finish
out.
my thought? I need to
It
finish my
sounds
thought.
like murder, but
I
we're
need to
gonna
finish
kill
my
them.
thought.
Please
But
finish.
we
Please
might not
finish.
kill them. Maybe we just subdue them.
Okay.
Okay? We get their cloaks and we put them on Ventus and Altera, who are already wearing cloaks, so they don't look like they're wearing under armor. And then the rest of us are their bodyguards.
I like that idea.
I like that better than.
Because you putting it over your armor, they're going to be like, "Why are you all of a sudden armored out, wearing a shield?" But oh yes, don't mind me. I'm a doctor.
Okay.
Sounds
Can we-
better.
That's
We
why
don't
we
have
work
to
as
kill
a
'em.
team. That's why we work
She
as a
does
team.
have disguise self too. Yeah.
We don't have to kill them.
She has disguise self.
Probably shouldn't open with "This sounds like murder."
It sounds like murder, but we're gonna kill him.
We got it. They don't have to die. I'll take care of it.
They're gonna die, and we'll both take care of it.
You
They're
guys,
not what? They're not
I-
gonna die.
What if we
You
want
guys,
them to die?
guys, I just spent 10 minutes diffusing that situation, and we want to walk back in there.
We can walk back in and be like, "Hey, we just need you to sign us some forms." Whap whap. Game
Oh,
over.
BT Dubs, take your clothes off or you die. That's what I'm saying.
BT Dubs, the floor is lava. Give us your cloaks.
Okay. So if what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing is what I'm hearing.
Oh, but you're hearing it.
I spent 10 minutes doing nothing.
No,
All right, here we go.
because
What
we
if
could
we
use
go in?
your.
What if we go in and
your
ask them if they
advantage.
know? If they know like where the locker rooms are.
I feel like if we go back in there, that's just playing with fire. Like,
Playing with dice. I like
With dice,
that.
yes. I mean, we have diffused the situation, and they're good. That was a very near thing, if you guys remember.
How about this? I walk in. Our boss really needs to go to the bathroom. Where's the locker room at?
I
So
mean,
How good's
those
your
two poor
lying?
guys those two poor guys are going to end up dead. Which I'm not cool with, because they're just scientists.
For evil?
I'm strongly gonna
they're
attempt to
scientists.
save their lives. I don't want them to die. They're innocent people.
Okay, I'll carry them. Let's meet in the middle. Pick a different room. Poor Barry and Larry have been through enough already today.
All right, fine.
At least you'll have the jump on them.
Sure.
On a new room.
Yeah.
But guess what? It could be a mess hall, and there could be 60 of them.
No, we'll just take a peek. We don't gotta walk in. We can just stick our heads in.
Well, I will chill in the back and watch how you do this.
Okay, so who wants to lead the charge of checking the next room?
I'm gonna peek into the next room.
You're just gonna peek in the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you wanna?
So I peek my head in.
Okay.
Take your helmet off first, if you're wearing one. I don't know.
I don't even know if I have a helmet.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
All right, so you
Okay.
you peek your head into the next room. You see two men and a woman. They are just kind of
perfect.
perfect, exactly, perfectly working away. They hear the click of the door, and they all sort of turn to look at you, and they pause, and they're staring at you the same exact way that Barry and Larry were, like a head is just popping in their door. They kind of just like, hello?
Hey, I was looking for the locker rooms. I really got to use the bathroom.
New here, I assume?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Right hall. Third door on the left.
I appreciate it. Bye.
Yeah. They look
Close
just
the
there.
door.
God, new people.
Guys, I know where the locker rooms are. Let's go.
Lead the way.
No one died.
Right. And I give
Yeah,
him a
There
big
is
ol',
a
like,
look of
stage wink.
shock and happiness on Valkus's face that you've never seen before.
Alright, Vince is kind of just like along for the ride, just kind of hanging back. He does mention before you guys reach the turn, which goes left or right. So we need to get something over us quickly. We are dressed for combat. We do not... we stick out here quite a bit. So whoever's idea was it to dress up, I do agree with that, but I don't really want to get rid of our weapons. I personally don't need...
No, just like either Altera or you, Ventus, you're wearing robes.
Yes.
Just put a doctor's, whatever they're wearing, over what you have, and then we'll be your armed escort.
Alright,
Plus, I can just leave my swords wherever and summon them at any time. So.
Alright, that's actually really good to know. He pulls a staff out of the sheath on his back and he hands it to Kerrigan. If you would hold this for me then.
You can also let me hold it and I'll just disguise myself. I can hide my weapons when I disguise myself.
Oh,
No, Tara. Give me your staff.
she has a... What?
What?
Wait, do you not have a staff?
She doesn't.
No?
She has a wand and
Yeah.
an orb.
Hand me your wand and your orb, and I shall throw magics like magics I never did before.
I have
I'll keep them, thanks.
a staff, Valkus.
I mean, I'll take good care of them. No, no, I know where that's going, Kyriam.
Damn it! Damn it!
I'm almost wondering what you're going to do, because she can hide them with this guy's self.
I wanted the off chance that I could chuck a freaking ice blast at somebody.
I don't think the wand allows you to cast
That's
magic.
not how it works, my friend.
Hey.
You have
Yeah.
to know how to
There's not like a
cast, though.
trigger on it. You just click.
Also, you don't want to touch that orb, because it would probably kill you,
Yeah.
as we discussed earlier.
Well, let him touch it.
Accept
Let
it.
him touch
Yeah, I'm special.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, it's a mineral. It's a stone. There's no stone that could kill Valkus and Lear.
Obviously.
I'd rather
it.
not
I
test
really
that
want him to
theory.
touch it now.
So he's sort of handing his staff out. So, Altera...
Put it up.
okay. he hands
I
it to
grabbed
him.
it.
No!
All right,
Yank it away!
if you guys want to roll as he grabs it first,
Yeah.
she seems like she really wants it.
Which roll is this?
It's probably deck something.
Dex?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, probably. See if we can grab it, snatch at it first.
Sleight of hand against my dex, or no?
You guys can both just roll sleight of hand.
Both roll sleight of hand?
Yeah, because you're both just snatching at it. She's slightly
Alright.
snatchier.
Alright.
Alright, so she, I didn't phrase this properly. She takes Ventus's weapon out of his hands. And, alright, I guess you're going to use this guy's self, or what?
I want to sling it over my back first.
Okay,
And then, yes, I want to use this guy's self.
okay. And...
Pay me a
All
word
my
for it.
weapons disappear, and I'm wearing a stupid white robe just like all the other stupid humans.
Okay. See, you look the same, though?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just have a white robe on, and your weapons are invisible?
Yeah.
Okay.
We probably could have saved you a spell slot out there and just grabbed a uniform.
No. Easiest way. Does anyone else want to hide their weapons with me?
At least change your hair color.
I like my hair color.
Do you think you could heft my shield, perhaps? And my hacks?
Probably not.
Would you mind wearing my plate armor for a moment?
Falcons, no, it won't fit.
If old Valkus had a dime every time he... Alright, carry on then.
You'd have exactly 0 cents.
Alrighty, so she casts Disguise Self. Are you leading the charge now, or where are you?
I was gonna let someone else lead the charge.
Okay.
No, you're disguised.
But
Oh,
he
you got
knows the
this.
way to the locker room.
We're going to be your armed escort, but you have
Well,
to be in front because you're in
here's-
charge.
Well, here's the question. Because there's two ways that we can do this, I think.
either she can be like, we can do the whole security breach thing and she can be our leak / informant, or we can be like a bodyguard for her specifically because of some sort of reason that we'll concoct on the fly.
Your choice.
I'm just along for the ride because I don't bring anything to the table until we get in that combat.
Whatever she is, just make sure that she's aware of what that is. So that she's.
What do you
I think Altera should lead as if she's our superior, and we
Yeah.
are just her
I like it.
meaningless bodyguards.
My pupper dogs agree.
Okay.
I have meaning.
Just making
We
sure
all
you guys
lie to
are in the
ourselves,
same story.
Hikarium.
Okay. You guys head around the next corner, and you actually see someone in the hallway just short of the third door to the left. He's walking out of that room, actually,
Oh no.
towards you guys.
Oh no.
This hallway actually leads to a dead end.
Oh, it does?
As you guys turn, you guys notice this hallway leads to a dead end. It's the same. Yes.
Ventus, any ideas?
He kind of hangs back a second. He's like, I like the idea of having her take charge. None of us. I mean, look at us.
Go for it. Yep,
You
Altera.
guys only have like a second to react because this guy kind of pulls up and.
Altera.
Okay.
What's all this?
What are we looking for?
Solden.
He looks to Altair. Looks first to you. Oh, everything's not, miss.
I'm looking for Solden.
One of him.
I thought he was here, but I seem to have gotten lost in this godforsaken place.
Sorry if something's inconvenienced you. Who are your friends?
They're my bodyguards, not my friends.
He kind of smiles a little bit. All right. He looks over everybody. What do you need bodyguards for?
Are you telling me you don't know who I am?
I'm sorry, miss. Inform me?
I sigh. I look really inconvenienced. Just tell me where Solden is. Stop wasting my time.
All right. Solden is most likely in his office. To the left. Are you the auditor?
Yeah?
Oh, dreadfully sorry, miss. He sort of bows to you. Yes, he's to the left. To the left in the hallway. It'll turn right on up there. Turn right after you turn left. He should be at the end.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And I turn around and head that way.
Okay. He sort of watches you guys just kind of go.
And I don't look around, I just charge forward.
Okay.
Like I'm on a mission.
Alright. He doesn't really react too much to that. Kind of just lets you guys go. Well, everybody else?
Nice job, Altera.
Yeah, way to kill it.
Thank you.
Okay, so now you guys are going the opposite direction of the break room, but
But we're really your friends, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Don't be
cool.
stupid.
say now you have
Alright.
her. So, all right, are you just headed straight for his room or what?
Hell
we
yeah.
going straight there, guys?
I think so.
Okay,
Let's
yep,
go.
we're going straight there.
All right, going straight there. So you guys head down the left side. You head down the right, and you do notice that the hallway does once again end, and you see a more important-looking door, which you assume is Solden's.
Do I knock?
I don't know. Do you knock?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so keep up the whole thing. I said something about an auditor.
Oh God.
What are the
Just
chances
be
that they
an
know
asshole.
him? Be like, I'm here to perform the audit, and so far your performance has been very lackluster. Your crew don't seem to know what they're doing. They don't even know their way around.
I've
here.
already found 9 discrepancies.
There you go. Yeah, like straight full-on asshole.
I hate to tell you this, guys, but I'm not a good actress.
You're doing fine. You're doing
You're
fine.
good, you're good.
You're doing fine.
Okay,
Alright, so you knock and you hear a...
No, hang on.
Okay.
if I'm gonna be that straightforward, I'm just gonna open up the door and walk in.
Yes.
Yes, Altair.
Okay.
Love it.
Good.
Remember, Altair, remember, heroes are not born, they are forged in the crucible of combat.
Okay.
And your combat is words.
Oh God!
Awesome.
Okay. So, I assume you all follow her in?
Oh yeah, hell yes.
Okay.
I'm not missing this for the world.
No pressure.
So you see what you assume is Suldin. He has sort of a... His hair is black. He's sort of a graying... it's sort of graying a bit. He has a sort of a mustache that then breaks off, and then he has sort of chin hair that kind of pulls down a bit. He's pulling at it as he's writing something on a note. He's seated at this large, nice mahogany desk with a big plush chair. The man's skin is slightly tanned. He looks elvish. He's sort of slowly working and going through papers. As Tara sort of barges in, he abruptly stops and shifts his eyes up at you guys and slowly raises his head. Just his small glasses, and sort of squints and looks towards you. Yes?
Are you sold in?
I am indeed.
I'm the auditor. And I must say, I'm not very pleased with what I've seen so far.
Sort of turns his head. I don't believe you were supposed to be here today.
Oh, that's the point of being an auditor.
Case in point. You've caught me at somewhat of a bad time, though.
Bad how?
We're a little busy.
In what way?
We've been having some issues recently, as I'm sure you're aware.
Issues?
Yes.
I've vaguely heard rumors of them. I'd be interested in details.
Well, there was the problem at the second site, as I'm sure you're aware. The security breach.
Oh, do please give me more details than that.
Well,
How are you handling it?
I am not handling it. That is being handled by the second team. He sort of motions to all of you, actually. Your people, I assume, were unable to properly defend the second site. So I lost a few things, including some research. There was a deposit there that was promised to me. Something happened to it. It was broken. They miraculously disappeared. I was promised a pure sample, and now it's gone. I'm not very happy about that.
What do I say next?
He sort of raises his eyebrows and looks at you. So, do you have any questions for me? I mean, he kind of flops his pen down and leans back in his chair. I guess now is as good a time as any, yes.
Okay. Out of character.
Yes.
What am I doing next?
Ask him about the big fucking
Yep.
thing that he's building.
Yep. Be like, I need the spec of your current research, and I need to be kept up to date. So tell me, what do you?
Okay.
In the names of everyone working on it.
Oh God. Oh, that was a lot to
And where it
remember.
is. And where it
like-
is.
Oh, it's a lot to remember.
Like written down. You gotta be super nosy.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are allowed to pipe in if you want to help her out. He sort of motions to the door. Have your men close the door.
We
Slam
let
it
them
shut
do
like
it.
super fucking hard.
He sort of jumps at that, then looks very rudely at you. If you could have them not ruin things, that would also be nice. Take a seat and try not to break my chairs, if you will.
I walk up to his
I stay
desk,
standing.
grab a chair, look at it, inspect it. It'll do. And I sit down in it.
He kind of sighs at that. Paul, you notice as he's tinkering with his beard and kind of pulling it, he's pulling a little bit harder on it as you kind of very smugly look at the seating.
Oh, out of character. Do you have like pen and paper or something? You can just like be like making like check marks just randomly.
Oh God. I
She has
probably
nothing
should.
on her.
Yeah, I've got nothing
Damn.
on me.
Okay, never mind then. Never mind.
So I don't think you should could you have added that with the disguise self or no? Would that have allowed you to do that?
Well, it's pure illusion magic.
Valkus reaches over and says, "Ma'am," and hands him his clipboard and chalk. And
My
coal.
ma'am.
Ah,
My
thank you.
ma'am.
And chalk.
Coal, whatever,
work.
whatever the writing utensil
That's fine.
of
That's fine.
Orzammir are.
That's fine.
Mechanical pencil.
It's a pencil. A fucking
A pencil. Okay.
All right. I need an update on the big project. Specs, people working on it.
Well, everyone is working tirelessly on the project, of course. What exactly do you need to know?
Everything.
Define everything. It's quite complicated. We'd be here for days if I went over everything, as you put it.
What are you doing with it?
It was contracted by Mr. Sages, of course.
And what does he plan to do with it?
I haven't the foggiest idea. It is it's supposed to be a new wave of defense. Apparently, we will no longer need guards after this, or if we do, need significantly less. It will also help protect our soldiers in combat if we were to get in any future struggles with other regions or any sort of enemy.
I scribble on my notepad.
He sort of sneers at that. I'm sure you're aware of the units that were brought to the second site.
Yes.
The manned ones. They were an upgrade from the drilling units that we provided with the dwarves. They seem to be quite keen on those, so we move forward, and move forward. Progress.
Indeed. I need help with questions here.
I lean into Altera and whisper in her ear, ask about a date when it's supposed to be finished. How long do we have before it's done? And what it's like what is it? Is it like a tank or something?
Yeah. Like, try to get. Alright, I'm doing a out of character. I'm not going to be like, say I lean over. Try to get like details on like what exactly. Like, is it something with the soul? Like, where they're. Like, what are they doing? We have no idea what they're building. We just know it's big and it's going to be bad.
And we're trying to directly link this to, like, it's already linked to Sages,
Yeah.
which is good because we didn't have a link to Sages previously. And we're trying to get info.
All right. What's the estimated date of completion?
As soon as possible, of course. He wanted it in about he turns and looks to his calendar and sort of runs his finger over it. Looks like a week from now, I believe.
A week from now?
A week from now, for it to be completely 100% finished and to have the multiple versions that he wished to view.
Is
Yes.
there a reason why he needs it so soon?
Soon, he contracted this a while back.
A while back. For what purpose?
I
What is he
believe.
trying to guard from?
I'm not entirely sure. For all I know, he's trying to appease the king.
Huh.
I assume this is all for the king. In fact, none of this is... I'm not going to say it's not secret. Of course, the technology itself is a secret. But of course,
I scribble more down.
the kingdom needs its protection, and we are here to provide said protection using the new technology that we have founded here.
Does
To
this
my
have-
knowledge, we are the only kingdom to use this technology.
Does this have anything to do with those robots in the streets with the spirits inside?
He sort of squints his eyes at that. You sure phrased that strangely.
Please. It's obvious
What's obvious?
that you're using elementals to power those things.
Of course we are. How else would we achieve all of this?
And is that directly related to this?
It is literally powering. He holds his hands out and points to the entire room. Everything here.
Where are you getting these elementals from?
That I cannot say.
I'm afraid I'm going to need to see your records.
We'll find a way of getting those together for you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Anything else you want to ask, guys? Out of
No,
character?
I don't know what.
I think we have some pretty good links. Because what specifically what did Raluk ask?
Oh,
I don't remember.
did he specifically mention, not Raluk, did this guy specifically mention that it was on order of the king?
Of Sages.
Yeah. Well.
And he said he imagines it's all for the king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys know that the king is very impressed with all this. He from what you've been told from the people, and in general, he really likes the direction things are going in, and he's very proud that this is like one of the only capitals, one of the only like civilizations that is using this technology, so he wants to flaunt it. So anything Sages could give him puts Sages in better standing.
Yeah, and yeah, I guess I don't know what to ask, because we're trying to, from my point of view, we're trying to have evidence that says that Sages is evil, because he did not believe that Sages was evil. But I don't know what we can get from this conversation towards
So
that
he
end.
he said that he's not at liberty to discuss the soul stuff. Is it because he doesn't know, or because he can't? That's my question.
Well, he said he was going to get records lined up,
Okay.
which might.
I think what I'm saying is I think we need to get physical evidence, like go to the site where they're harvesting these,
Ooh, true.
see it firsthand.
Ooh, can we ask for an example, a demonstration, if you
A
would?
tour.
Ooh, yeah.
We ask for a
Yeah,
demonstration.
get a
It's not
tour.
it's not in its final steps, but maybe we can see what they have.
Yeah, let's get a tour. Let's see exactly what they're fucking building.
Okay.
Okay, so of all the questions I just threw at you, which one's he gonna ask?
There weren't any questions in there.
They asked quite a bit there.
Ask to get a tour.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the one with the tour.
Okay?
Okay.
Because I mean, you're basically free to ask what you want to ask.
Yeah.
I heard
know.
some good things in there, so
Oh man,
Smart.
which
Okay.
one specifically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which one?
if you guys want, you guys can ask your question and we'll say she asked it. 'Cause-
Mine's the tour. I want to see a demonstration or a tour.
okay, so you guys want to see the demonstration. What was one of the other questions?
Moses. I liked Moses. Mine was kind of just general. His of like where they're actually being farmed from.
Okay, farmed. Okay, so that's a good question. You can ask where they're getting it all from.
I asked that.
Not
He said
necessarily.
he's not at liberty to say.
Yeah.
You kind of asked.
But
You didn't ask specifically.
You said where
asked
the
how they're
elements.
getting it from.
You said where the elements are coming from. You didn't ask like where the technology, like where.
Oh, where the technology is coming from.
He was asking. Yeah, the way you phrased it was different from the way he phrased it.
Okay, I was getting more at the actual.
That's fine. So we'll say along the lines of that because it's kind of awkward feeding questions through you. You asked exactly what it was, and he said he can't necessarily tell you, but you wanted records of all that. Then you can say, well, where are you getting that technology basically from? The elements, whatnot. The power sources is basically what Aaron asked. Okay. So if you I say yeah. So if you would ask that, say where that is from our other lab. That I cannot tell you about. That I actually, believe it or not, know nothing. They do their research. I'm not very keen to it. Not necessarily agree with it, but I know that they work with other aspects. All I know is that what we ask them to do, which is bring us the power sources, they do. And whatever other nonsense they're working on down there, we allow them to get away with it. So, you can ask them if you wish, if you can even get there.
We'll see.
We'll see. I can almost guarantee you don't have clearance to get down there.
Quite possibly.
Quite possibly.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Alright, in the meantime, while you're getting these records together for me, I would like a tour and a demonstration.
I assume you've walked around my complex long enough. What exactly would you like to see?
A demonstration. I walked around offices. I want to see what you're actually doing here.
Slowly turns his head and reaches out for a cane as he leans forward in his leather chair. It kind of squeaks as he stands up, and he gets up, leaning heavily on the cane, motions to the door, if you will.
Huh. I sit up.
I'll hold the door open for him.
All right, he sort of looks to each of you. He's not necessarily looking down on you all, but he kind of looks at the rougher side of your guys' group, and he kind of not really sure what to think. You guys came in with an air of authority, and they assume no one can get in here, so he's just kind of going off of the assumption that you guys are who you say you are, and your just guy's self is holding for an hour. You have time. Well, if you'd follow me, I assume you want to see our most recent breakthrough?
Please.
Of course. Well, this way. You guys take the opposite path. So this was right. We're going left. Suddenly, you see a double door selection. He pushes the section open. They swing open, and we are in a giant hangar now. You see people working all up and down. They look very, very, very busy. To the left, to the right, you guys see those metal machines, the ones that were manned by the dwarves, the ones that Akarium, Kerrigan, Volkus, the one that you guys are able to fit into, the larger ones that were made for combat. You see some of those, and you see one that stands out from all the rest in the middle. In fact, you see one more behind that one, the ones that are being worked on against the walls, but you actually see two in the middle being worked on. He says, well, there you have it. I can show you more specifics if you wish.
I wish.
Just what do I need to do to make you leave?
Take me up close
large
and personal.
Teach me how to drive it.
If you will. He walks up to the larger one. On average, the other mechs you guys were able to get into were about maybe 8 feet tall or so, 8-9 feet tall. One of them is closer to 20 or so feet tall. This thing is quite large. You've never seen anything like this before. It looks completely foreign to you. Some of the other ones much larger. They're like rafters holding it up. The devices that these scientists are using to work on it, you guys have no idea what the hell is going on. You see sparks igniting. You see open flames. All this crazy stuff. The one behind it looks a bit smaller, more similar to the ones that you guys were in yourselves.
Are we talking like the big steel robot from Fallout 3 and 4 size, or not that big?
I said it's about 25 feet.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he kind of motions up to them. These are the two we've been working on. Larger unit and the smaller unit.
How are these manned?
Through traditional methods. Smaller one, quicker, as you can see. You see someone's already in that one. He's actually moving it around. It looks almost more like an exoskeleton in a way. It fits pretty tightly to the guy's body that's moving around in it. This thing is connected to tubes. They're sticking out of its back, and the back of its legs and its arms. It's exuding the same kind of gas that was exuding from those like cars that you guys, the cars, the big metal box that you drove around in. He's sort of moving it around. It looks pretty quick. It's responding to what he's doing. Like I said, it's not much taller than he is. It's about the size of a human. It's about 6 feet tall or so. Doesn't really make him much taller. It almost looks like an exoskeleton, sort of like a metal suit that he's wearing, almost like armor. But he's able to move very, very easily in it. He's kind of moving slowly, sort of testing it. You can hear kind of the metal like creaking, and it looks like whatever.
How big are Valkus's eyes right now?
Have you ever seen a dinner plate?
The larger one, you can't really tell how this one's manned. He says, this one here would probably be manned by 2 or 3. Most likely a team of 3, I would probably say. They'd be seated throughout the unit. And, well, he sort of smiles, looks up to it. I can tell you right now, if an army were to face this thing, they, wouldn't know how to contain themselves.
How safe is it?
For us, perfectly safe.
Any weaknesses that can be exploited?
I'm sure it has weaknesses. It isn't finished yet.
You haven't tested for those?
Weak. He sort of rolls his eyes and sort of holds his forehead in his hand. What exactly are you here for?
I'm here to make sure this goes off perfectly.
It's going to.
Everything has a weakness. Have you been testing for them?
Of course we have, you fool. Look at it. Look, it is glorious.
Me?
No army could stand against this.
Hmm.
He turns to Akarium. He heard one of you speak up. What?
Did you call her a fool?
What business is that of yours?
A little respect goes a long way.
Indeed.
I'm sorry, but you all barged into my office. Sort of hard to give respect when none is given to you. I understand you're the auditor, but still, all the same. I need something from you. What was your name again?
He's talking to me?
Tiffany. I don't care about your name, sorry. You're the
I say that a lot.
you're the hired muscle, I understand who you all are. Tiffany, then. That is a very fitting name.
It's a very bitch name.
Yes, it is. Well, if it has weaknesses, I wouldn't know of them. Like, oh my, it's weak from behind. Then we'd probably fix that, wouldn't you say?
Of course.
Of course. So, to my knowledge, it has no weaknesses. Everything has a weakness, of course, if the men inside were unable to properly man it, which, as I said, it requires 3 people to be in unison, to work together in order for the entire mechanism to work.
And have you actually tested that it works?
We have tried to, yes.
Tried to.
Tried to, yes. It is somewhat difficult to get the kinks out. That is why we have 1 more week to get it in working order.
Alright.
Can I do something?
Yes.
This is out of character. Can I walk up to it and put my hand on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we need to give you a moment alone?
No. I'm going a different direction because I kind of want to make this guy feel like a jackass. I assume it's metal.
Yes.
Can I
Oh.
use my special skill to try and figure out like a weak point and like pull a bolt or something to where like a leg falls off? Or like some sort of find a weak spot, live long in metal. A weak spot to try and exploit. Just like shoot some feeling up into it.
Yes.
Because obviously I'm drawn to this thing from a non-metal standpoint, just in general. But my metal interior is kind of pinging off.
You can try and see what happens.
Okay. What do we do? Yeah, we're doing D20?
Yeah, just roll a 20.
8.
8. Okay. So that'll use one of your slots. You place your hand on it, and he kind of jumps at that because you kind of had to weave between a few people working on it. Nothing really happens. There's sort of like a creaking, and he sort of raises an eyebrow at that, and he sort of looks back at Tiffany and back to your group. Is he authorized to do whatever it is he's doing?
Yes. He's very good at what he does.
And that would be?
Works with metal.
He's our engineer.
Alright, I understand.
I look back and say, combat engineer.
Fair. He breathes out and looks back to you. Well, Miss Tiffany, is there anything else I can show you?
No, I think I'm satisfied.
Right, well, allow me to show you the door.
And the records?
The records will be gathered for you.
All right.
Those are not something I can have today. Where would you like me to deliver them?
It's a good question.
It is a good question.
Yoshiro.
Oh. Can you give them to Yoshiro?
He sort of furrows his brow together at that.
Yeah.
Yoshiro?
Yes. He's been working very closely with the king.
Indeed,
And
but
Sages.
I don't believe he's in on this.
He's just
I-
an errand boy.
I'm aware of the man.
He's an errand boy, nothing more.
I'm going to be honest. I don't trust the man enough. I don't believe he is on our side in this matter, so no. In fact, I will not be sending these to Yoshiro. Do you work for the man?
Do I look like I work for the man?
I don't know who you work for. Strange your first suggestion would be Yoshiro.
Oh dear.
I, at this point, am strolling up a little bit behind and to the right of this guy.
Nice.
I mean, out of character, this is the second time he's dishonored our quote-unquote person that we're in charge of. We could take offense at that. Teach him a lesson.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm right there.
I think we can. I think we've had enough dealings with Sages to where we could kind of say that we are in directly under Sages.
Okay, out of character, think about this. If this guy showed this kind of disrespect for Sages, what do you think would happen?
Mm.
So,
Yep. You want me to start the ball rolling?
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm behind him and I tag the back of his knees with my handle end of my axe.
Define tag.
Is the pommel the word you're looking for?
Tag.
Yes. Well, there's not really a pommel on an axe necessarily.
Are you trying to bring him to his knees?
Yes.
No, the back of his knees to where it's just like
he
a light.
falls
a
forward,
light
he
touch.
falls forward to his knees, though.
Correct. Like I'm not doing injury. I'm just forcing his joints to get into the kneeling position.
You know, like when you're standing there and someone kicks the back of your knee and you
Yeah.
buckle and fall to
Yeah.
the ground.
Buckle
Okay.
his knees.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's holding himself up with his cane. So you,
Oh yeah, he's already crippled.
yeah, so you do that, and he sort of wobbles at that. He doesn't necessarily fall over, but he grabs the cane with both hands and sort of struggles to keep standing. He whips his head around. What are you doing?
I grab his shoulder and force him to the ground.
He falls to the floor without really fighting you much. He can't.
Knees, not
Knees.
like
Yeah. He falls.
Yeah.
His body falls. Yeah. He goes down.
I think it's time you started paying a little respect around here to those that deserve it.
The few people around you sort of stop what they're working on, and they all kind of eyes just shocked, just look toward your group. And he looks up at you guys, just seething, just mad. And he whips his eyes over to Vulcus, over to Kerrigan, back to Tiffany.
We
Says,
report directly to Sages.
he sort of
I was
And
sneers.
actually-
believe me, he will hear of your insolence.
You should have opened with that.
You should have known better.
Sort of grits his teeth at that. Fair.
That's all I got right now, guys. I don't know where we're going with this.
I'm just a hired hand, and the combat engineer.
Yeah, we're just a
Tell
hired
him.
muscle.
Just tell him to send the documents and not question it.
Yeah.
Or just have him send him to a freaking room in the pub where you're quote unquote staying.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be staying at a pub.
That's true.
I mean, are there hotels?
Well, okay,
this
the whole
area?
thing, wait, out of character.
Like
The
five
whole
stars?
reason that we took offense is that
Because he didn't like.
she
Yoshiro.
gave an order and
That's
he
true.
acted rebellious, so we have to kind of follow through and say, next time you hear an order,
True.
it's not your point to question, it's your point to follow.
Although I do feel like we're kind of screwing our in with Yoshiro and the king, because I think somebody's going to find out that we aren't who we aren't, or we aren't who we say we are. Because I'm sure the
aren't
auditors.
who we aren't.
We ain't who we ain't.
I don't know.
Because the auditor is going to show up tomorrow, like he said.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we've got the paperwork before then.
Yeah, that's true. Do your thing, Altera.
Put a rush on the paperwork.
All right.
Tomorrow morning. Yoshiro's hands.
Are my orders understood?
He's holding onto the staff, kind of shaking. He seems very off-put at this. You lot are very, very a professional. Are you holding his shoulder down so he can't stand back up, or can he stand back up?
No, he can stand back up.
He slowly stands back up, his knee kind of wobbles. He breathes in, he's clearly trying to not just like lose his shit.
I pick up his cane and give it back to him.
He sort of, well, he didn't drop it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was always holding on to it. He kind of used all of his like upper body strength to kind of pull himself back up. He's leaning against the cane. He looks to Altera. The orders are clear.
Very good.
Was
You
that
may
so
see
hard?
us out now.
Gladly. Gladly. He sort of turns around. Everyone's sort of shocked. He whips an eye to them, all the workers, and they get back to working after the look that he gives them. You guys start heading out of the large hangar back into the brightly lit hallway. He starts leading you sort of back to his office and sort of stops. Where did you all come in again?
What did he ask?
Where did we come in? I mean, okay, so we have two options here. We can lie and try and guess where the actual entrance is, or we can just admit that we came in through the secret entrance.
We came in through the fucking secret entrance that fucking only Sages and probably him have the fucking key card to. Or the key phrase.
Oh God, that's a
Yeah,
trick
true.
question.
Just say we came in the same way Sages comes in.
Same way you came in, you dope.
Okay.
I grip my hacks a little more tightly.
He's sort of picking at his beard, waiting for you.
We were given the password by Sages.
Yes.
This wasn't supposed to be an official, in the public visit, after all.
True, you are a day early. So you give it the passphrase and took the secret entrance to our location, I assume, then.
That's correct.
Did you sample the food in the bar before coming down here? They have wonderful pies, I've heard.
No, I did not.
What bar?
Sort of whips his eyes to Garium. The bar up ahead, above us.
It's a church above us.
Sort of nods that it is. That it is. Well, he's sort of just looking at Tiffany, not really sure. He's kind of on the edge. I guess if you know where you came in. He motions to the original hallway. You guys are at the split. You may leave.
This guy.
All right. Sages will be hearing about the treatment I received here.
I'm sure he will.
Good day.
Good day.
And I walk off the direction we came from.
He whips around quickly and heads back to his office. So you guys are sort of alone. Vince is looking at your group. Is like, my God, that all came from her.
What all came?
I'm just as shocked as you.
I mean, she didn't seem like the type.
I don't think she
I
is.
suddenly wobble and sag against the wall. Oh God!
Quickly,
Well.
let's get back under the church. We'll find her a pie or some beers.
Please help me.
I wasn't expecting to have such advanced technology.
It's a little scary.
Yes, a bit.
Have you not been to the mines?
Informants have showed us the mining equipment, but nothing past that.
Well, yes, this is quite advanced.
Yes, those are bred for combat.
I've driven one myself.
You have?
Indeed. Well, briefly. Unfortunately.
Shame. To be subjected to.
I don't think we got any answers though, really.
I don't know if we did or not.
I don't feel like we got any answers. I should
We
say.
didn't get anything solid, but we got some tidbits.
Well, there's a
Oh,
second
we got-
site.
We got a lead.
Yeah, the third site. The elemental site.
The other group.
The third group.
Yes, there's the mines, there's this lab here, and then there is a second lab down below. That he mentioned.
Wait, it was directly below us?
That's what he said. Said good luck
What?
getting in though.
Oh,
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't catch that.
Yeah, I didn't catch the directly below part.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I feel like if anything, there's gonna be some shit in the papers that we get. But I don't know.
Well, depends where you guys are headed to right now.
I have no idea.
Is there an elevator with a down button?
Not
No.
that you saw.
Can I feel the floor and see how thick it is?
What was he getting at with
where
the
you're-
bar question?
Where you're currently standing?
Yeah, I don't get that either.
He was trying to trip you up, saying that you came
Yeah.
in through a bar rather than a church.
Yeah.
And then you
basically.
would have said like, "Oh yeah, the bar," and then he would be like, "It's a church."
Yeah, and then alarms, and we have to kill everybody.
Which I was down to do.
Which I'm a little disappointed that you didn't talk up Barry and Larry. They deserve a raise.
Do they?
Yeah, do they?
They're fan favorites.
What are these fans you talk of?
Valkus!
Is the only fan that matters.
You
I am
can't
a
just say your-
fan.
you can't, I was like, you can't just say your name when you don't know how to answer.
That's where you're wrong, Kerrigan. It's a perk of being king.
You're not king yet, my friend.
Oh, but am I not?
Shun.
Alright, so game plan. What are we doing?
Fuck if I know.
Yeah,
So
I
why
got
are you feeling the
nothing.
floor? What was your intention?
I was
He was gonna feel how deep it was.
I was gonna beat it to death and drop in like from the ceiling, Rainbow Six style.
No, that's not happening. These are stone floors. Let me stop you there.
No.
I have a drill on the end of my hacks. Did I tell
Sure.
you that?
In my
Dwarven
adventure
size.
pack, I have a teleportation device.
Yeah, well, I take my bandana off and I turn back into a dwarf, and then it turns into a drill.
All right, I'm not sure when you got that, but cool.
Yeah, no, I have no idea where to go next, Dan. To be honest with you. I guess we can relay the information to Raluk and see if she can't get anything like about the deeper spot. But I feel like our cover, like we can't do the same shit over again. I can guarantee that.
Yeah, no.
And I feel like we blew Yoshiro's cover.
Did we? Because we kind of talked him down.
Yeah, but
He did, yeah.
Yeah, but he's gonna send the shit to Yoshiro, and then the actual auditor is gonna come tomorrow.
Or we can talk to Yoshiro and just tell him, hey, copy information and be like, I don't know why they sent this to me.
Oh.
And get him even deeper in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Potentially.
I'm just
I don't know.
pulling it that way.
Where you guys
right
headed to right now, though?
Yes.
The throne room.
You guys are still in the hallway.
Yeah, we want to get out of the building, right? Back up the secret
Yeah, we have
passage.
to go. We have to go back up the secret passage.
Or, hear me out. Do you guys want to hijack some mechs?
Oh, you're worried about blowing our cover?
No.
You're gonna hijack some fucking
I'm
mess.
just saying. Freak accidents seem to be happening all the time.
Well, there's a bunch of
Yeah,
people
but if
there.
they get distracted trying to hunt down stolen mechs, they may not give us the paperwork.
That's true.
Well, we just head back and relay our information.
I like it.
Yeah, that's probably the best plan of action.
Or,
Or
or,
Oh no,
Next.
Valkyr's
Is this a
script.
valid ore or a mech ore?
Quarterstaff.
or we go after the mechs. No, let's go back.
Okay, so you guys head back up the staircase to the pitch black climb. You get to where the door opened and it remains closed.
Gotta stay the lines.
Yeah. Can I have that notepad again?
Okay, do you want to actually say it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's say it.
I gotta dig that up.
What?
Waka flocka flame.
Waka waka ding dong, baby.
Ding.
Shamalama ding dong.
This had better not have like an exit me
What?
kinda.
I kind of want to. I kind of want
Verbiage.
to. I was curious about where the mechs would come out from. There's got to be like a giant ass door somewhere.
Why's it gotta be an ass door, man?
Alright.
Why not?
Everything's sexual in
Ahalor
D&D.
Zavulik Andala Sil.
Okay, so you say the key words and nothing happens.
Oh dear.
The door does not budge.
Oh dear.
Mechs.
We're not taking the mechs.
Deeper into the mines, then.
I'm down with that, but no mechs.
There was probably one hallway you guys did not explore yet.
To that hallway.
Okay. So you guys head back through. You walk by a group of people as you guys kind of turn back down real casually. You're still putting on airs, so you're trying to look very important for people around you. Roll a deception check real quick, Altera.
Deception?
Deception.
Uh-oh.
Oh, see if I'm fooling them?
For anyone you're walking by. You're not really trying to intimidate them.
Oh god. Negative 1 and roll a crit.
Modifier doesn't matter. If it's a crit, it's a crit.
Nat 20?
That's all, nat 20 is nat 20. It could be nat 20 minus 10, nat 20 plus 10, still nat 20.
So my aura of superiority just like flows out of me.
They won't even
right?
like make eye contact
No.
with you.
So you seem like the bitchiest, nastiest auditor on the face of the earth. If you want to try for the double crit, you can.
Oh, sure.
You guys are always welcome for that. On the 1 in a million chance it actually happens.
The day that this happens, I'm going to shit myself.
Okay.
Can I get a direct quotation? Can someone write that down?
Please, no, I will literally
Because-
shit myself.
I mean, that's committed to
'Cause
permanent.
You didn't have to force yourself to shit your pants.
hey, every Saturday, I'm gonna hold it in,
All right, there you go.
make it happen.
It's in the record.
Okay.
All right, so you still exude confidence. Every person you walk by, you almost sort of slightly turn your head to them as if you're going to just start judging everything about them. Before you can even make eye contact with them, they just rush by. They rush by you. They don't look at any of the guys you're with. They assume you're incredibly important. The aura you guys are all putting off is just like, it's so, I am important, look at me, but don't you goddamn talk to me or even like touch me. You're terrifying all the scientists. None of them have the constitution to put up with any of you. Altera specifically is just sort of a, I'm important, but get away from me. Don't waste my time. That person. She has the let me talk to your manager kind of look going on right now. No one wants that.
She's got the resting bitch face.
Yeah. RBF.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a good case of RBF. Anyway. So as you're heading down the hallway, scaring away all the little scientists, you head to another one of the dead ends.
Fuck.
To the left of this dead end, though, is another door. This door...
Another door!
Another door. This door does look interesting, though. It looks slightly off. It looks different from all the other doors. The wood is darker. And this door is actually labeled Lab 2.
Oh.
Oh yeah. The dwarves were too greedy. They dug too deep.
Well, okay. I try the handle.
Yeah, just walk up. You roll a nat 20, you can fucking go where you please.
All right. You grab onto the handle and you feel something sort of jolt through you. Go ahead and roll Constitution.
Constitution. Not super great.
Yeah, it's +2. So you feel like this would have hurt, but you're able to just barely shake it off. You're not really sure what it was, but you almost feel like something is causing this door to stay locked. But you feel confident. You think you can get it open. Go ahead and roll one more time. Yeah,
Which roll?
same one.
Constitution?
Yeah, you have advantage.
Okay.
Okay. So with that, the door actually clicks open. As it sort of clicks, so Altera sees this door. The rest of you are actually watching her walk down this blank hallway, and she's basically putting her hand into a wall. None of you guys see this. Only she can see this. So while this is all going on, she assumes you guys are just kind of hanging back for a second.
We don't see the wall open. She's just walking through a wall.
Her hand sort of enters the wall and shimmers as it passes whatever like barrier is there. Almost looks like an illusion. For some reason, she can see past this, and she's able actually to open this door, and it opens into pitch blackness, just like the one before.
Oh, great. Guys, we need some dark vision over here.
Tiffany, where'd you go? You just walked through a fucking wall.
I
Come back.
step out. What are you talking about?
You're in a wall.
No, I'm not. There's a door.
No, there's not a fucking door there.
There's a door. Come here.
I try to walk through where I
Step
hear
forward.
her voice coming from, yeah.
Okay, you guys are actually able to walk through this illusion, weirdly enough.
Walk through what? Your voice cut out?
You guys are able to walk through this illusion.
Illusions.
Yeah, there's something that is enabling your group to walk by unmarred.
What am I elf I see?
You see, essentially, the same exact image that you guys saw when you first entered Lab 1. A nicely cut hallway, stairs, headed down, about the same distance, another 50 or so feet. Vulcus, you feel, as you walk through this door, you feel sort of a warmth coming from your chest, something.
I was literally about to ask if my amulet was doing anything.
Potentially.
What is your amulet?
What?
Refresh my mind.
What
Your
is it,
amulet.
or where is it?
What is your amulet?
My amulet is imbued with the justice of Tyr.
Oh, so there's something evil.
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude. I cast guidance on Valkyrie immediately. Well, do you let us know that you feel something? Because I wouldn't cast it if...
I walk through the illusion, I say. There's great evil afoot.
Boom! Immediately cast guidance on our front shield.
Alright, so I assume Vulcus is leading the way then?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I pulled my amulet out to where it's visible
Yes.
on my chest.
Can I see anything?
You can see. No, it's pitch black again.
Okay, Kerrigan.
You see the brightness of justice radiating from my neck.
You fool.
Kerrigan, can I hold your hand again, please?
Ah, fine.
and she's brought back down to her regular self.
Thank you.
Immediately. Alrighty. So you guys head down, and there is another door. This one looks very similar to the one, the compression door where you push it and it kind of slides open. Except you go down the stairs. So it's like the same perfectly cut stone, so the stone's a bit darker in color. And you have another one of those slide doors. Like the fancy one that you opened the first time.
Yeah, I walk up to it knowingly and open it.
All right, so you push your hand against it. The door kind of and just slides. You hear this weird like slime sound, and it kind of like sucks as the door opens slowly, and you hear it grinding. The one up top didn't grind and open; it kind of just and popped in. This one is kind of grinding and making this odd sucking sound. You're not really sure what it is. When the door opens, you're greeted by more darkness. Rather than the lab up top, this lab is
Dude, I am so tempted to blow this spell slot just to do this.
Hang on.
to do.
I'm gonna pop a divine sense out here.
No, but Jordan,
Oh yeah.
Sphere light, range. The sphere is a bright light.
Daylight. Cool.
If you choose a point on an object you are holding,
so I can like cast this on your chest, and you would just be like,
Blinded.
Radiating.
Fucking stun grenade at my chest.
you can make him a walking flashlight, basically.
I can make you a walking flashlight,
Yeah.
like, or I can put it on your amulet if you want.
Ooh, are we sure we want to do that though?
Okay, all right, you be blind and hold on to my cape then.
Would you say that? I
Okay.
would be-
Wait,
Whoa, hang on.
Mostly incandescent.
Hang on.
do I
Would you?
oh,
Wait, no.
do I
Would
sense
you
anything?
say that I would be wreathed in light and incandescent?
Yes.
I'm giving you the option. if
Do you want it?
My friend. My
I
friend.
mean, from everything you know about Valkus, the answer is clear.
Yes.
Like I'm Kerrigan is like staring at your face, like arms like kind of like spread out, like ready.
I have my arms at my side.
That gives me no indication if you want it or not.
It should. And they're
Boom! Throw it right on his chest. We're talking like
As soon as the light hit. The sun is praised so hard.
dude. I'm imagining
God.
like it's kind of like the Iron Man symbol, except like on your chest and like sun like exploding outwards into the room, whichever direction you're facing.
Valkus has never felt more of a paladin than at this very moment.
Okay, this put a weird wrench in my gears.
Oh, good, huh?
Slightly, yeah.
Well, okay then.
So for a split second, you guys see darkness. Y'all can see she can't, at least for a split second. You notice some sort of viscous fluid on the floor that was grinding up against and like sliding with the door. This like dark reddish brown fluid.
It
Immediate.
doesn't look like the gross stuff with what's his face, does it? With the tentacles and the skulls.
Potentially.
With fancy pants?
Fancy pants.
What? No.
Okay.
No. I'm like, what
Oh,
are you
that's
talking
I mean,
out.
it's not the same color liquid, right? Same texture.
It's similar.
Dude, you say gooey, sloshy shit, and I'm going straight to fancy pants.
This is similar. At first, what are you talking about? She's like wiggling her arm at me.
Tentacles.
I gotcha.
It's fucking fancy pants!
So, you see that, and in the hallway, you see, well, for a split second, you see this weird figure that's clearly not human. It's about 5 feet tall, 5 by 5.5 feet tall, and it is essentially this giant hunk of flesh with just things protruding from it.
Oh god.
But before you have a chance to look at it, before you have a chance to wonder what it is, you light the room up and you can see everything. So you,
It's the fucker from the mansion. No?
you are now looking at this giant, very, very clearly you're looking at this. It's just this hunk of flesh. You see an arm jetting from its chest, kind of hanging limply, very emaciated, just very skinny. There's like no muscle on it. There's this very large, I don't want to say muscular, but just bulky arm dragging along its right side. There is blood everywhere. I mean, there's blood on the walls everywhere. There are human remains. You see pieces of rib. You see someone's head just smashed into the wall. You see one of these scientists hanging from the ceiling as if they got pushed up into it, and with such great force that their body is just hanging from the ceiling.
Jesus.
I don't think this is supposed to look like this.
This
Friend or foe?
this fleshy thing slowly is like sliding along the floor, and it's making this
Towards us?
slowly turning towards you guys. It's got like bones sticking out of its body, I guess. There are like holes that are like popping open and closing. They're like oozing this like fluid. They're about. Yes?
I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
Okay. You want me to stop?
No, keep going.
Okay.
I'm gonna have
Hell
nightmares
no.
tonight.
Okay. So there's bones protruding from it. As it turns, it has 3 eyes. One of them, the flesh almost looks like it's running. The eye itself almost looks like popped, and it's kind of like just sliding down its face. As it slowly kind of drags its way towards you, and you just hear this like. It's just this sound just like radiating through its everything as it drags this arm along the ground, slowly kind of coming towards you. It's just making this guttural
Can I look
noise.
at it through my telescope?
Don't.
Can I look
You
at
don't
it through
want
my
to.
telescope?
God,
you're gonna be
bad idea.
scarred.
You can if you want, yeah.
You know, like Harry Dresden and his true sight. This is
Yep.
gonna happen to you.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Reddy.
Curiosity has overtaken me.
Okay, so you look at it and you just see this dark, swirling energy just emanating from it. There are sprinkles of light in there, but it is this darkness almost looks like it's strangling the light. It is just squeezing it to death. It almost looks like there's like an orb of light in the middle trying to escape, and there's like this dark viscous fluid just kind of like venom almost whipping and snapping around it. And there's like this dark purplish glow emanating from like its body and whatnot. The soul itself is sort of gyrating, sort of like a lava lamp. How it's just like kind of almost coming apart in pieces, but it won't actually disconnect, and it's floating in place right where this thing's body is.
Can I hit him with my divine sense?
You can, yes. Divine sense that you feel celestial fiend or undead. You don't actually feel any of those things. This thing is alive. You feel a form of undeath from it. Something. It is alive, but you almost feel like it is infused with undeath in a way. And you get this noxious odor. As this all hits you guys at once, you smell death. This is a very, very small underground room. You guys smell everything. As you're looking around, you see more and more bodies that were torn to shreds. I mean, completely just ripped apart to pieces. You've never seen a person in this state of disarray. You smell, just it hits you like a wall of stank, blood, shit, everything. You smell it all at once. This is not the place to be. This doesn't look right. The natural lighting here that should be like similar to the Lab 1, a lot of it looks like it's been put out. It's just there's blood covering it. Some of them are flickering and not necessarily working. And you see you guys are just faced. It's about 10 feet away from you guys, if even that, slowly dragging itself toward you. And you see its flesh is almost like dripping off of it and just slowing onto the floor as it's like slowly tries to come toward you. Survival?
Survival. What?
What is my gut telling me right now?
Your gut is by looking at this thing?
Am I super flight or super fight?
That depends on you. I mean, you don't want to go hug this thing.
But do I think that we could win if we fought it, or am I just getting like the heebie-jeebies? I'm like, oh, we gotta get out of here.
Potentially.
Is it the same thing that we saw in the manor?
No.
I'm gonna get
Okay,
the
so-
same feeling.
no.
That's
a
the main thing. 'Cause that
abomination.
thing. All right, let's brass tacks. Fucking in this thing, dude. I've been spoiling for a fight, and this is it.
This is an abomination that needs to be rid of this world.
Well, yeah,
I
it
concur.
kind of does because it killed all the scientists, which means it's going up next.
Or was it fed the scientists?
Bum bum bum. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Let's do this.
Are we
dude.
initiated yet? Because I'm about to divine smite this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Hit initiate?
Yeah.
Or...
Smack it.
Smack it or initiative?
Roll
Smack
initiative,
it.
please.
Roll
Smack it,
initiative? Is
smack it.
that what you're asking?
I have roll initiative, so you guys roll initiative.
I was like, I am so confused right now because you said hit it.
Wait, you said,
I do have a question before we start combat.
Yes.
I have a spell that I would like to run by you.
okay.
So I have this thing,
It's called Banish Evil Flecky Arm. thing.
Flame arrows.
but no one in our squad has arrows at
True.
all. Instead of flaming arrows, could I apply that to someone else's weapon and they get like 3 attacks?
I thought Ikariam
Someone-
used a crossbow.
He does.
Do
But rarely. Like, when is he going to use a crossbow when he can run up and slice something 8 times?
I also have javelins.
I'm asking though, can I change this spell to where instead of applying it to a quiver, I apply it to someone's weapon
Yes.
for like 3 turns or something?
Yes.
like that?
For 3 turns, I'm fine with that, actually.
Dope. Because I like, dude, it's a really cool spell and it's a high level spell. I can't ever use it because, like, honestly, Aaron, when are you going to be like, I run away from the guy and then pull my crossbow?
Very
out?
rarely does he do that.
I just used my crossbow last fight.
Yeah,
I
but
don't remember
yeah,
that.
he did. But he was in a weird situation. He doesn't normally use it.
Ranged.
True,
I
true.
would like to,
Yeah.
I would like to alter it though to where I can cast on, like, say your hacks and you get 1d6 extra fire damage.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Yeah, quit arguing against me, Jordan. I'm trying to
I'm
help you
not
out,
arguing.
motherfucker.
I just want to throw a flaming javelin so bad.
I'm cool with that as well.
They won't do as much damage, but it'll do more damage.
They're flaming javelins, dude.
Um,
That's all that matters.
Anyway, I'm gonna punch this guy to death with my fucking amulet. That's what I'm gonna do.
Alright,
Later on.
let's do it.
All right. So first up is Vulcus.
Divine Smite. Fucking loaded up. Where's my Divine Smite? Where's my Divine Smite? It's been so long. 4, 8. Okay. This is a D20. 7, 8. D20 plus 8. 13.
Ooh, that's a miss.
All right. Second attack. Same thing.
No, it's moving back and forth. It's taunting you.
It's dancing. That's it. So you're gonna be moving and whacking it.
Moving in, whacking it.
All
You said he was gelatinous, right?
So it's not gelatinous. It basically looks like its skin and texture is still the skin and texture of a human. So it looks like skin. This thing just looks like it was blown up like a balloon, and parts of its body just are like almost the entire thing is infected with elephantitis. So it still has a nose, still has a mouth, but the jaw is just slack. It only has very few teeth. Some teeth are like still falling out. It almost looks like its body is also in the process of melting in certain points. This thing is a mess.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious because I was trying to figure out hammer or axe, but yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the hammer side
Okay,
and just do some fucking blunt damage.
get him.
So that's a D8 plus 4, no 5 plus 1 weapon, and then I get what's my Divine Smite? Yeah, I cast first level because I didn't say it beforehand.
Okay, so 2d8?
2d8.
Yeah.
2. 18 damage.
All right, 18 hold damage. Okay.
Of divine.
So I failed to ask this last time when you mentioned your shield. Are you going in one-handed or two-handed?
If I roll a D8, I am one-handing it. If I roll a D10, I'm two-handing it.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, for that reason, like I keep forgetting if you're one-handing or two-handing because I know you had a spell for a while. You're like screw one-handing. I don't need my shield. Just two-hand everything. So.
I have my bump up in AC stuff, but I probably won't ever use that on myself.
Gotcha. Okay. So you charge up. You said use the hammer side, right?
Hammer side, one-handed. Yep.
All right. So you load up a divine smite in this thing. So you smack it. Go ahead and add an additional 1d8. The undead side of this thing is going to be extra weak to the divine smite.
Alright.
So plus 7 damage.
18, 25.
Oh, it works. Oh, I can hit plus 7 and it actually adds it. Hallelujah. All right. So you walk up and you just smash this thing with your hammer. The divine light just bursts forth from your weapon, and you see this thing where you hit it with the hammer. Its flesh is kind of spongy, and you hear multiple bones just cracking and snapping, and you smash into it, and your light just bursts forth from the weapon, which actually causes the skin to splash away from this creature, almost like it's trying to escape from the light, and you've essentially blown out a chunk of its like chest. You can kind of see inside of it, and you see like just bone, just snarled bone right where you smacked it. You left this huge, just gaping wound in its front side, and it kind of just makes this noise as you hit it. It's like twitching, and it's like its head is like just like vibrating as it's reacting to the blow. After that, oops.
You shall be cleansed.
Oops. Oh,
You shall be cleansed.
all right. So it's actually gonna go next. As it lets out this howl. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is so far. As it lets out this howl, it's gonna turn and swing at you using that big, grotesque arm. Let's see. Math is hard. Yes, it is. 18.
To who?
Volcus.
Volcus?
Yeah, Volcus.
Oh, no.
What's your armor class, just so I know?
20, buddy.
20, buddy. All right, so it sort of swings up its arm, kind of slow, as it slowly drags it along the floor, and then it kind of lumps it up real quick as its whole body sort of flops off to the side. You hold your shield up and you just smack its arm away with enough force to cause the whole thing to actually teeter over and fall onto its side. This thing just fell sideways like a log.
Nice.
It's on its side, just kind of just gurgling. As it does that, its jaw opens further, and its cheeks start to tear as this thing very quickly whips out of its mouth. Akarium, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw real quick for me.
Okay.
All right, perfect. And what is your armor class?
19.
19. Okay. Perfect. So I rolled an 18. Awesome. So this thing, it's like this like spear of flesh just comes flying out of its mouth at such a speed that it actually just tears what would be cheeks of this thing's face. So you see its flesh just kind of fling off to the side, a little blood. This thing comes flying at you. You're able to kind of dodge off to the side. You feel some sort of force emanating from this giant flesh spear that kind of shot out of its mouth. And you actually find that it, after it like jolts out, it sort of snaps taut and then slops onto the floor and then slowly gets dragged back into this thing's body. It just barely misses you as you're able to kind of dip away to escape whatever that was. Next up is actually Akariam.
Beautiful. Quick question.
Quick answer.
The body shape of this thing.
Yes.
You said it was like, what would you say its like size is?
Let's say it's about 5.5 feet tall. It's maybe.
Is it like blobbish?
It's blob.
Like a cow.
It's
Like
blobbish.
a cow without legs.
Yeah, like a cow without legs. It's blobbish. Its width is take the normal like width of a human from shoulder to shoulder. Add about maybe 6 inches to that. Only because of the extra ballooned growth this thing has experienced. It doesn't have legs. It's somehow just sort of dragging itself along the floor.
All right, now this is my idea.
Yeah.
Let me know how I can do this,
Okay.
if or not. What I want to do is, well, first off, Cromwell's going to go for the eyes,
Okay.
and what I want to do is I want to take the shadows of the room, wrap them around myself as I sprint towards this creature, create kind of like a cyclone drill, and dive into its body, and that's where I want to be.
Ew.
I want to use the shadows as like a piercing drill to get inside of its body.
To get inside of its body?
Yes, and then I will cast my Thunderwave.
What in the name of God are you smoking? Okay.
Roll like a god, Akarium.
I guess? Yeah, go for it, dude.
That's how I want to do.
Go. Oh, I rip everybody else in the room. Go for it. Just roll a d20, see what happens.
I'm really far away.
Yeah, you are. It's also kind of on its side, so you'd be diving down at it.
Oh, I was almost 19.
Okay, it was almost 19. I was about to say, ugh! Okay. So that'll expend 1 charge of that. The shadows do wrap around your body, but not exactly in the way you want them to. But in the way that
It looks like you have a raging heart on.
made of just pure darkness.
Oh,
Pure
yeah.
dark.
Oh, yeah.
It's got that dark bone. So the shadow kind of wraps up around your body. Some of it wraps around your sword, and then the others, these tendrils sort of wrap around your arms in a way. They look sharp-ish, but not formed as you wanted them. They're kind of wobbling. But you sort of have this extra oomph if you wish to attack or like dive into something. So you're not sure exactly what it'll do, but you look like you have
So
something
I just
extra.
ran full force at him and just completely, just head first dive directly into its body.
Okay. Go ahead as you dive into it.
Yeah,
Is
it has no
that a
effects.
feat of strength because you're pushing into this thing? Yeah, technically. Just gonna do a feat of strength real quick for me.
A strength check?
Yeah, that's effectively, yeah. Okay, the extra oomph you have from your running start, plus the shadow armor type stuff, is gonna give you advantage on this. And Vulcus, your ability gives people plus something to saving throws and whatnot. Plus 2 to checks and whatnot.
Yeah, hang on, let me pull it up real quick.
Okay. You roll high regardless, so while you're checking that out. So you're able to kind of... You don't...
Yeah,
it's,
plus 2.
Okay.
Two,
It isn't... Okay. So it's
hang
not
on,
that much bigger than you. It's big enough. You're able to kind of dive inside this thing, and... I don't know how inside you want to be, but...
As deep as I can get.
You're as deep as you get.
Deep as you can get. Story of Aaron's sex tape.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I can't wait for
And then
one
I
to.
cast thunder. And then I cast thunder wave.
God damn it. Is your intent to jump inside this thing and blow it up from the inside out?
Exactly.
Okay. Cast Thunder Wave, go for it. Well, what's the exact phrasing of this thing?
Get.
I mean, did you make it inside?
Yeah, you said I got as deep as I could get.
I mean, you choose, emanates from you. You could be his hands, you could be almost anywhere. I don't think it has to be his exact central mass. Let me go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw and just see what the hell happens, because... that ain't high enough. Okay. Basically what happens is you just dive at this thing as shadows wrap around you. You're able to sort of shove your arms. You just punch inside the hole that Vulcus made. Both of your fists just enter this thing. And you erupt thunder just from your fists. This blob, this gelatinous thing, you're not sure what it is, attempts to let out a howl, but is unable to because you just blow it up from the inside out. Flesh, viscera, bone just go flying everywhere. Just, I don't know if you're utilizing your shield at the moment, Vulcus, but Altera, go ahead and make a dex saving throw for me real quick, and same thing with Kerrigan. You guys are in a small hallway.
Dex saving throw?
Yep.
Yay!
Okay. Alright. You two are able to dive out of the way of this, most of the viscera spray. You get hit by a little bit of it. Most of it is going to fly forward, though, because this is a 15-foot cube. Oh. Technically, Vulcus, you need to also roll. It's a cube. It's a cube of explosion. Constitution, actually, from the actual damage from Thunderwave. Okay, so 2d8 thunder damage. Akariam, go ahead and roll that, and he takes half that.
Alrighty.
Regardless, while that's happening, he's taking damage. All of this monster's... So you take 4. Okay, that's not that bad. All of this monster's everything is splattered against the walls, the doors, everything. Ceiling everywhere. This thing was once a threat, is now nothing. Rubble.
Carium turns and looks at everyone with like literally the most shit-eating grin of his entire life. Like that was the funnest thing he's ever done.
Is it over? It's dead?
It's dead, yes. The thing exploded. You guys are out of combat. That was loud. Vulcus took 4 damage, so I think he's fine.
Yeah, I'll live.
Yeah, you're good. The other 2 were able to dive into rooms to the left and the right, so they didn't get hit by most of the viscera, just their lower halves. In those rooms, they see more dead scientists. You see another Kerrigan. You actually see in your room this up against in the corner of this room. You see this large fleshy structure that is like stuck itself into the upper corner of this room. It's not attempting to move, but you see rows and rows of fingers hanging from this thing, and they're all kind of just like slowly wiggling, and you see this giant eye that just kind of slowly opens. I mean, this thing is 2 feet wide, this giant, just kind of pale looking eye that opens up and just stares down at you.
That's not terrifying at all. I'm gonna say, how far away from me is it?
It's in the upper corner of this room. The room is fairly large, so it's probably about 20 feet away from you.
15, 20 feet away
Yeah,
from me?
it's kind of pushed up in the upper corner of the room.
And how big is the actual like column of human hands and eye?
It's not a column. Imagine if you grabbed like a ball of goop and just chucked it into an upper corner and it just stuck there, and it's kind of like that. Imagine a cobweb made of flesh and there's like kind of fingers hanging out of it.
Dope. I'm gonna say, hey guys, come here, and then cast Flaming Sphere right on the central eye.
Okay. As you guys do that, you see the eye blink once more, and from under the eyelid you see some fingers kind of slide out and sort of grip onto the eyelid, which pull it open further as it's sort of focusing on you as this giant flaming sphere. Do you have to make an attack? Dexterity saving throw. Okay.
No, it makes a dexterity saving throw, and since it can't move, I'm assuming it is.
It has disadvantage. It's not a strong suit, and I rolled a 3, so
Yep. Boy.
you actually strike this thing. It will actually take double that damage. So go ahead and roll 4d6. 4d6 damage.
Damn it.
Okay. So you strike this thing directly in its eye, and you don't know where the sound is coming from, but you feel this like vibration and this like just, you're not really sure what it is, but you can tell this thing is in pain. It's trying to like make this sound. It's trying to howl in pain, but you almost feel like it can't. So instead you just feel this like vibration and this like crackling, gooping noise emanating from this being as the fleshy just substance in the corner starts like gyrating and flopping. The fingers start crackling, and you hear bones breaking as the fingers kind of crack backwards and point in all these different directions. The whole thing is just gyrating and freaking out as it slowly just burns, and you watch the eye just shrivel up, and the fingers that were holding the eyelid open are trying to like retract, and the eyelid's trying to close, but this thing is just on fire, slowly burning as the fingers slow down, and the cracking and snapping of the bones sort of subsides.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in the room.
It's fucking disgusting, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I mean, we just experienced fucking gut implosion. But...
yeah, I mean, Akarium just jumped into a fucking thing.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying this vacation.
It's not the craziest thing
That's
I've
all
seen
I'm
in
saying.
the past like 5 minutes. But yeah, it's gooey.
Yeah, I feel icky.
Yeah, this
I
like
feel-
everything just smells. You almost feel like the smell is like seeping into your clothes, and it's like gripping around you. The air feels thick, especially now that you've blown something up. And
What's the amulet
What's it taste
doing?
like?
what's it taste like?
Yeah,
Have you tasted a person before?
maybe.
Breathing?
That. I mean, it's literal
Yes,
blood.
yes, I have.
It's like blood and like rotted flesh almost. So
Not a rotting person, but a live person, yes.
close to it. Close to it. The amulet is just kind of slightly glowing.
Like there's something still.
Oh, but you're
left,
still on
or-
fire.
You?
No, not literal fire, but you look like the fucking morning
yes.
sun right now.
Yeah. So
Oh, good.
when he walked in, this big eye thing was completely illuminated. The whole room was completely illuminated. You see a dead scientist in the corner. He looks like he just got like smashed into the corner like some force, like somebody just kind of like shoved him in there. His body is just like flipped and contracted in some strange looking way. It looks like he was hit. It looks like something pushed him into this corner and just kind of mashed him in there. It looks incredibly unnatural. Other than that, you don't see anything in this room.
Do we want to keep going down, or do we want to make our hasty retreat?
Further in,
That dice was excited.
we must
Deeper into the
must
mind.
rid this world of these abominations.
All right. I mean, I'm down. I'm getting some bad feelings.
Pretty fucked up shit.
Okay, so you guys head further in. You see another one of these strange abominations. This one is sort of... It actually has legs. It's slowly walking, but it's... you guys are... After you like leave the initial hallway, after the explosion of the first one, this new room that you enter is much larger. It's about 50 by 50. It leads off into different hallways. This, God, you guys can see everything. But I gotta keep in mind, you guys can see everything perfectly.
We can see 120 feet in every direction from Valkus.
Since you guys are underground indoors, you can see literally everything. You see this creature. So this basically everything's skin almost looks too tight in certain places. It almost looks burned or like melted by acid and then just kind of held in place. So nothing is smooth on these things. Nothing looks proper. You see this sort of creature with a very, very large upper torso. The arms are far too short. They're kind of like wobbling there. They almost look unusable. Its shoulders are pushed up really high, and its head is pushed in to the point where it has no neck. And the head is kind of flattened. You can't really see its face, but from behind it looks really hunched over. This creature is just walking into a wall. All it's doing is walking into a wall. On its back, you see multiple what look like ribs sticking out, pointing toward you guys. It's sitting there just minding its own business, slowly walking into a wall, sort of dragging its face up against it. Not really going anywhere.
Put it out of its misery.
Yep.
You see other dead scientists off to the side. You hear this strange groaning sound from the creature, and you see more rooms off to the left, more rooms off to the right, and then something forward. So essentially 3 hallways.
I would like to cast Flaming Hacks on Valkus's hacks.
How long does that last?
3 attacks?
A minute?
Oh, that's
Three-
right.
oh,
Okay.
just
3 attacks?
attacks?
Well, yeah, because I mean, it says 12
Okay.
12 arrows, but since you don't have arrows, I said 3.
Yeah. 3 start.
Okay. Well, I wasn't necessarily gonna attack with my hacks, but I will definitely take that for upcoming.
Well, what were you going to attack with then?
Oh. Just you wait.
You wait.
Fine, I'm not going to burn that on you. I cast Flaming Katana.
Okay.
Katana. So this thing is not in combat, so if you were to attack it, you would get the...
Yeah, I untangle my amulet from around my neck,
Okay.
and I give a quick prayer to Tyr, the god of justice, and say, Tyr, give me the strength to rid this beast of his mortal pain and abominations. And I go punch him in his back ribs as hard as I can.
Why would you punch him?
Because
Hey,
dramatic.
Because this thing is fucking pure evil, and that amulet has done me well in the past.
Alright, the amulet doesn't glow much brighter than it currently is, but when you punch it, this thing sort of starts like shaking, and then like the ribs sort of start to try to like contract and grab at your wrist. They kind of poke into you, they cut you a little bit, you don't really... Well, they don't cut down, you're wearing armor, sorry. They start scraping up against the metal on your armor. Your punch does whatever a normal... If you want to roll for punch damage, it isn't moving, so it's going to get hit, period. You can't physically miss it, it's not moving.
I didn't even know what punch damage is.
It's unarmed combat.
Unarmed combat.
Your strength plus like 1d6.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Or
it'd be
26 or
4.
1d8.
All right.
16.
Alrighty. So you sort of just punch the thing in the back. From what you can tell, the amulet didn't give any extra advantage against this thing. You just sort of punched it, and like the rib bones are like contracting and attempting to grab at you. You can tell it's still walking into the wall, just kind of sort of minding its own business. You can tell it's sort of like rubbing its face against the wall, and now that you're this close, you see a smear of just blood and flesh against the wall in that spot. It looks like it's been rubbing its head against this thing for a while.
All right, then I would like to.
Really wants to be put out of its misery.
Yeah, then I would like to take the end of my axe and stab it into the back of his neck to put it out of its misery.
Okay, you do that, and the being just stops moving after shuddering for a second. You hear this like guttural just as it kind of just seizes up and falls over.
Turn from whence you came. Be at peace.
It's still slightly twitching, but it's just it looks more like an insectoid twitch. So like it's dead, but like the ribs themselves are kind of moving, like the nervous system sort of like turning off slowly. The ribs are still kind of ticking and twitching and like tapping up against each other. Other than that, you've felled this thing. It's put out of its misery.
Right. Cool. Onward.
All right, you guys head forward, and you see Ventus is just looking around, just like, what the hell is all this? You all seem comfortable's not the word, but not necessarily surprised.
It's just another day in the job.
This is part of the game.
He sort of looks at Akarium just covered in viscera, just like, right.
I give him shooty guns.
He kind of tries to smile and nods back at you. Yeah. He walks behind Altera and sort of slowly takes back his staff and re-equips it. I guess we don't need to hide that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Ventus, if you want to take a shot at here or two, let me know. Just jump in whenever.
I'd rather not, to be completely honest.
Or you can just sit back there and take
Fair
up
enough.
space and air.
Honestly, I'm just trying not to. Yeah. I'm here if you need me, but this is.
I remember my first time. It's nothing. It's all good.
Well, this is. We'll keep going.
What you got?
Show me what you got. So you guys head down another hallway. You see just once again, it looks like something went on a rampage down here. All the corpses look like they were pushed or slammed into various corners. Some of them are split in two, so you see just like legs off to the side, the upper half off to the other side, just intestines just trailing things together. This place is an absolute mess. Looks like absolutely nobody survived. You come near the end of this hallway, and you guys actually notice that you're in a what almost looks like a prison. But the specimens are held. They're held in these medium-sized chambers, and you can only see them through glass. There's a small little like port that's movable. That if you were to open it, you could deposit something into the cell. Other than that, you see 5 cells. They are all to your left. To the right is just a flat wall.
Okay.
It almost looks like there's no entrance necessarily, but you do see 5 individual chambers all the same.
Is there anybody in those chambers?
Yes. It's kind of hard to see until you get closer, but there are definitely figures in each of them.
Can I try to attack the glass with my axe?
You swing, but your regular attack just bounces off. There's something about this glass that your weapon cannot penetrate.
I'd like to do a perception check upon this here glass. Or would it be an investigation?
Either is fine, actually.
Or-
If you're investigating the glass itself, that's fine. If you're trying to peer past the glass to look at the figures inside, you can do that as well.
I'm trying to investigate, like, see if I can figure out what this glass is.
Sure.
So what would that perception?
You're investigating it, so yeah.
Fuck.
Okay. You've seen glass before, but there's something interesting about this glass. You can see the point of impact from his hacks. Left somewhat of a dent, but plastic doesn't necessarily exist in this world, so you can't really make that comparison. But we can. It sort of looks like not necessarily plexiglass, but very, very resistant glass. Whether the added resistance is by design or by magic, you're not really sure. All you know is something prevented it from breaking, and you've never seen anything like this before.
But he did leave a mark.
He did leave a mark, correct.
I don't think we can break through this with pure strength, though.
Perhaps we could speak friend and enter.
Bello.
Altera?
Can I look into the rooms?
Yes, you can. So with the light emanating from Vulcus, you can very easily see that there are 3 figures, each in their own compartment.
Okay.
We'll go in order. The first figure is a small girl. You see a little girl that is tied up. She has metal clasps on her arms, her legs. She has one around her neck. She has blonde, sort of messy hair. She's sort of on her knees with her arms sort of down, just sort of looking at the ground. She looks about 10 years old or so.
Okay.
From the way she looks very tired. She didn't really notice you guys bang on the glass. Her eyes are open, but they look very blank. They're kind of glossed over.
Did we ever get a description of Killian's family?
Like his daughter?
It'd be just his fiancée. He did have a daughter.
Oh, yeah, it was fiance. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking daughter.
There you go.
Yeah, if you
These
guys
are all like little prison cells, kind of.
yes, if you guys wish to make like a further check to like see more about each figure, you may, or we can just go to the next person.
I mean, this would be my next check.
Better is spite.
Unless somebody else has a better
You
idea.
obviously cannot break through this by physical means, is what I just told Valkyrus.
You just said I made a mark, though, which is good enough for Valkyrus.
Okay, do you guys want to keep checking before we do this again, or
I would like to check, how many other rooms are there?
there's 5, but only 3 of them are taken.
I would like to check the other 2 rooms before we start
Okay,
beating our heads against a wall we can't get.
the
Fair
next
enough.
one, as you get close to it, you actually hear a as you see, as you round the corner, you see a man chained in the same way. He is sort of just sitting, looking at the floor as he kind of hears you guys shuffle on over. He's humming to himself, and he looks up at your guys' group. He looks just as messy and just tired as she does. His hair is disheveled. His skin is dirty. He looks pale. He sort of winces at the light and looks down. You are very, very bright, Vulcus. He sort of winces at how bright you are, actually.
So he can see us, unlike the girl.
The girl didn't react at all. He sort of grits his teeth, and as he opens his mouth for a second, you actually notice he doesn't have a tongue. He kind of opens his mouth almost like to say something, but unable to.
Okay.
So he's sort of just checking you guys out, just looking at you. Like his eyes are sort of, he's trying to whip between each of you, but like he just sees this giant light coming from one figure. So he just sees these figures beyond the glass.
Are you a prisoner here?
He doesn't have a tongue.
Tongue.
It's a yes or no fucking question. He has a head.
He kind of scoots back a little bit and just nods.
He's chained up, and you're gonna ask him if he's a prisoner.
Is there a way to get out? To get you out?
He just slowly nods no.
Oh fuck. Okay. Alright. Who's in the third one?
Alright, you guys go over to the third cell, and you see this cell is completely different. The glass looks different, and it's reinforced by metal bars. The inner workings of the cell, you see a sword jammed into the wall, and there's like this black viscous fluid kind of flowing from it. These little tendrils are whipping off from the sword,
Oh shit!
sticking to the wall, and it's almost covering the walls in this black stuff. Connected to the sword, holding onto it, holding it above his head, you guys see Killian.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
He's completely out. His eyes are closed. He's sort of hanging with his arm, just holding onto the sword. He's chained, similar to them. He looks just as disheveled. But he is bound to the sword. It looks worse than before. These tendrils are like flowing up through his entire arm. His arm is completely black. The whole arm holding it. You see a lot of the tendrils kind of going up his shoulder and sticking into his neck, and he's sort of just hanging there.
Fuck.
Does he look? Not the guy. Does Killian look alive, dead?
He looks alive. He is shifting and moving a little bit, but he's not active.
But he looks bound to the sword. He looks bound to the sword?
He looks bound to the sword, yeah.
Fuck. Shit. Because I had an idea to get at least one person out of like attempting to misty step in and misty stepping out with someone.
Yeah.
But if he's bound to the sword, I'm not sure I want to release that evil again.
I mean,
We need to save him.
I know we do.
He literally took the blow for us.
Yes.
what if?
You, as a dwarf paladin, don't want to save him.
What
No,
if
I
you
know. I
misty
for
step
sure
in-
do.
If you misty step in and cut off his arm,
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try everything before cutting out his arm. 'Cause
Okay.
we've already had a paladin lose his arm. I feel like I don't want to make that a metric of fun adventure.
My name is Valkus. I'm going to save the day, but you're going to lose an arm.
Yeah, I did. To be fair, I didn't cut the other guy's arm off.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
Shit.
did you?
Okay, I feel like some part of me being a paladin should be able to ward off a little bit of that sword. Yes, maybe so. Amulet and or like divine smite or
find your
something.
god or something.
Yeah,
In daylight.
and my fucking radiant chest.
Potentially, but
Fuck it. Yeah, no, fuck it. I misty step in.
Okay.
No, before you misty step in. Before
Mhm.
you misty step in,
Okay.
take all the help you can get, my friend.
All right. So something is preventing you from misty stepping in. You kind of just take a step forward, and before your misty step can trigger, something pushes you back. You get the feeling that if you were to misty step in there, something really bad would happen. Whether it be some sort of anti-magic something, or there's some field around this prison specifically that you feel it's not just a physical prison. There's something else protecting.
Huh.
Shit.
Can I cast? Okay, so magic works. I can see something if it's within range. I can cast. What would happen if I tried casting something inside the cell?
What do you mean inside the cell? Oh, you mean like
So,
cast like something
Cast
past?
a spell on something inside the spell.
You could try,
Spell.
but the thing is, if there is a magic protected like field around, if you were to aim inside, it might just go off in the room you guys are in. Because essentially, it would stop rather than going off 5 feet, which would be in the cell. It'd go off 2 feet right in front of you against the wall of the cell. And if it's an explosion, then it'd blow you guys up.
Well, I mean, this is an explosion. I cause numbing frost to form on one. I just want to see if I can get some magic in there. I wouldn't like instantly cast like my nuke,
Explosion!
figuring out.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Okay,
but like if I cast that, I don't know why it rolled attack damage.
that's really strange.
I wouldn't do that. I would roll later.
Okay, so
But-
you're attempting to cut the
I'm just
cast
saying what
Frostbite
would
on it.
happen if I can cast magic through into one of the cells.
I just tried to cast magic.
Sure. So
No, you tried to cast yourself through.
Which is magic.
yes. So you tried to cast magic into the cell, and something seems to sort of ward it off. So instead, the ice splashes over the glass in front, and you can just freeze the outside glass a little bit.
Okay. At this point, I feel like I know exactly what I would start doing, and I'm going to start doing it, and I'm just going to start fucking hammering the glass because Killian's inside.
Okay. So you can start whamming at it.
Whamming at it, throwing a Divine Smite or a Thunder Smite here and there.
Okay, so you just start going ham on it, and it's not really having too much of an effect, but you do make very, very loud banging noises. The man to the left kind of kicks about a little bit. You actually see Killian start to sort of shake and wake to all this sound. You are making dents, but all this slamming and smashing of your hammer is creating a ruckus. His eyes sort of snap open as he sees you guys, and his free arm tries to reach up to you guys, but is sort of restrained by this metal bracelet that's chained down to the floor as well.
Can I attempt to use my power to unlock his free hand of his manacle?
You can try. Like I said, you guys get the feeling that
Magic didn't go through.
yeah. So there's
Power is not magic, though.
it might not be, but keep in mind you don't know if it's just metal or if that thing also has something magic to it. It's kind of far away, so you can't necessarily see it. You're more than welcome to try, but if it's not actually if it's not like a lock, and if it's like a magical manacle,
I don't need any more DM hints not to do it.
okay,
I'm angry though.
I got you. You guys
Do you
can
have
like
any ideas?
you guys can look, you guys can talk, you can. Because I didn't say it was soundproof.
Killian,
if he's not fucking awake from me banging on the shit, then he's not gonna wake up from us yelling at him.
Killian
You
did.
said you woke up.
Killian,
Oh, he
Killian, yeah. So Killian's eyes are open. And I said he reached up for you guys.
Oh, Killian!
Volkis, carry him. Carry again. Terra. He sort of he looks very, very tired. As his arm sort of falls. He sort of tries to struggle away from the sword again, and the more he moves, you see more tendrils sort of whip out really quick and stick into him, and he kind of like winces at that. And you see him kind of hanging there. He looks really tired. He looks over to the other two cells, and he says, "The girl, please save her."
Well, how do we get you guys out?
What I've seen, there's only one man who's able to get in, find him, kill the bastard, and free her.
Does he use a cane?
No,
What's his name?
I'm not sure. He wears a mask. I've not seen his face, but I won't forget his laugh.
He's the hooded figure.
He sort of struggles and winces for a second as the tendril digs into his shoulder. Yes.
Alright, guys. Well, we know who to kill now.
But he doesn't use a cane?
No, I said no. It's the
Yeah,
hooded
but-
figure.
Sildon was the hooded figure, though.
Who?
Sildon.
No.
No?
Nope.
Sildon wasn't the hooded figure?
No. he
What?
wasn't wearing a hood.
Dude, oh. What the fuck? Dude, I could have swore that was the guy that we were...
The guy we were trailing in here was wearing a hood. He wasn't wearing a mask, though.
But we don't know what he was wearing on his face.
Yeah, you guys saw him from behind.
You're not
Yeah,
wrong.
I guess I put 2 and 2 together unfairly, I guess, when they said, "Oh yeah, Sildon's in charge," and I figured that was the hooded guy.
He's in charge of the other place, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, where's the hooded guy at?
You see, Killian kind of looks up. He tries to sort of point toward the entryway from where you guys came from. Says, stop the tests. She shouldn't be put through all of this. Please rescue her. And he sort of points. He's pointing to the girl, you can tell, and then he sort of points. His eyes kind of open a little wider as he points to the door where you guys came through, and you see another one of those like flesh beast-looking things. This one has 2 very large claws that it's just kind of scraping along the floor. One's kind of small, but one is just grotesquely large. Clearly, like it almost looks heavier than this thing can even manage. And it starts to drag it along the floor as you see the hooded figure kind of pop behind it for just a second, and this thing just gets smashed against the wall, and you see these like black tendrils whip out from under the hooded figure's cloak on his arm. They smash against the ground, go along the floor, grab this thing, and just rip one of its arms off as the rest of them just kind of twist around it. Lightning pulses through this thing and starts shaking violently and just making that like scream it does. You see it kind of like pull its head back in pain. This one has spots of hair and whatnot. And you see sort of ripped clothes on this one. Also sort of like reds and blues. As the tendrils, the figure whips its arm backwards, and this thing just goes flying back into the room. Behind you hear just sort of a smash, and the figure walks into view of you guys as it sort of tilts its head to the side. This black-robed figure is wearing a completely white mask, and on the mask is a very, very toothy smile. Red lips with just white teeth, and above those is a single black eye. Looks like it was painted on this mask. It turns its head to the side and says, "All of you again?"
Again?
You don't remember me?
It's fancy pants.
After what you did to me?
It's fucking goddamn fancy
Wait.
pants.
Did I punch you to death one time?
He points, and the cloak kind of falls short of his arm, and you can see there's like pock marks all over his skin, just like holes and whatnot. You, as he points to Vulcus.
Fucking
Oh, you don't remember me?
goddamn fancy pants. Okay.
And we'll go ahead and wrap things up right there for now.
If fucking Nate needs to be here with his fucking fancy pants, wearing his fucking pants.
I think you guys had a second pair floating around somewhere. We'll have to find them.
No, I sold them.
No, you did.
He didn't sell his though.
No, he didn't.
Nate didn't. I sold mine.
We'll bum him off him.
Yeah.
We'll make a trade. Anyway, it's been good. But until next time, we will see you all very soon.